Together, let's drive.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in all states.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Thursday afternoon.
Mason pulled a Mason and called in sick on the day of the show.
Here we go. Hopefully you're having a beautiful Thursday. Let's get it, yo. Mason and Ireland, your Thursday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
What is up, people? Hey, Laura, I meant to say. So Laura's final show with us is going to be on Friday, tomorrow. And you have been such an invaluable contributor to everything we do here. You've grown so much as a producer, and we really, really appreciate it. We are going to miss you every day from noon to 3.
Are you?
Yes,
absolutely. No.
Well, are you really? You're unsure if I'm just making that up?
No, I know you're not. The funny thing is, so you were gone, right? You were on vacation, and everybody was like, "Oh, she got kicked off the show," and I was like, "I really didn't, though."
No,
you know,
not this time.
Really
I've done that, but not this time. I did not pull the plug on this one, Laura. You've been fantastic to work with, and we love you. And obviously, we'll still be around and all that. Nobody's actually saying goodbye in all this shuffle of shows and producers and associate producers and all that stuff. We're all still going to be here. It's basically the deck chairs are moving around. And I think the new morning show. I'm going to wake up every morning at 7 a.m. and listen to the morning show. John, how about you? Every morning, 7 a.m. I'm setting my alarm.
Yeah, no one believes that.
I will bet all my mythical money on you not doing that.
I think you're safe. I think you are safe. By the way, speaking of mythical money, where are we on mythical money? Because I stole $10K from Brian Cohen on the Rams-Chargers game. It was Rams plus 6.5. And, of course, that game went down to the wire. Brian Cohen, you were there. Your reaction?
Great, kind of slow first half. Herbert started that game, played maybe 2 full minutes. Left right after halftime, so I didn't really get to see all the exciting stuff. But I also lost a bet to DeMarco that day as well.
How many bets can you lose in one day?
You
lost to me, you lost to DeMarco.
And what are you doing betting on preseason football?
That's how you know I got a problem. Yeah.
But you know what they say that preseason football is where like the grizzled gamblers make all their money.
Okay. It's so funny you bring that up. So when I was working at KCAL, we had this really good political reporter named Dave Bryan. I think Dave retired a few years ago, but he's a great guy, big sports fan. And I run into him in Vegas, and it's during the NFL preseason. I go, "What are you doing here?" He goes, "I'm betting the preseason, the NFL games." I said, "Why?" He goes, "Because there are certain coaches that care and certain ones who don't. It's the easiest money of the year."
Yeah.
And I never really looked into it because I feel stupid betting a preseason game. But you're right. There are guys that, there are some coaches who, Sean McVay obviously doesn't care about the preseason, and the Rams still went 2-1.
Exactly. And by the way, covered all 3 times.
Right.
So if you were a guy who thought Sean McVay doesn't care, so he's not going to play hard in these games, he's not going to go with any starters, Rams aren't going to cover, still didn't work because the Rams covered all 3 times.
Yeah, the game I went to as well, he didn't even coach. It was Aubrey Pleasant that was, the active.
Oh, that's right. It was Aubrey Pleasant coaching.
Coaching.
That's right.
Yeah.
Do you guys want the standings? I do have them in front of me.
Oh, yeah, mythical money standings. Let's do it.
So, Mason, you have, with that $10K you stole from Brian, $74,000.
Okay.
Ireland is very much in the lead with $184K.
184?
Uh-huh.
What the hell
yes,
did you win
sir.
on?
Yes,
sir. What did you win on?
I keep winning game of games.
Yeah, he does win game of games.
So
but 184?
Well, I took a bunch from you.
Oh, yes, on stupid back and forth. I forget about those.
Right,
yeah.
right. So that's about right. But hey, Mace, as I always do during football season, I'll put all of it out. I'll bet it all. I'll give you guys a chance to catch me.
You're the parlay king.
Matter of fact, hey, I'll do it tonight. There's a game tonight.
Yep.
Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is everybody's
the Bearcats.
Yeah, everybody is tuning in to see if Taylor Swift and Travis, because Travis has said he's going to the Cincinnati game.
Okay.
So a lot of people, I mean, that's the big thing that people are, kind of paying attention to this game about. But it's on ESPN tonight. I think they play Nebraska. They play Matt Rule.
Okay.
In Cincinnati.
If we die, we die.
Yeah. I think Matt Rule is going to turn things around. Give me Nebraska. I don't even know what the spread is. Give me Nebraska tonight, 10K.
All right. There you have it. Little action rolling early in the season. I like that.
Give me Nebraska, 10K.
Now, John, have you ever thought about bringing Murphy the dog to one of your play-by-play assignments?
No.
Okay. So we all know the story of Kirk Herbstreit and Ben.
Right.
His companion.
Yeah,
who
Murphy's
joined
too hyper.
Yeah, he joined him on game day and Thursday Night Football and all that stuff. And, of course, he passed away last year. This year, apparently, Herbstreit is bringing different dogs to games. Like he's got Bo the dog, he's got Peter the dog, and each one is going to get a chance to go and sit in for a game. Also, Mitch the dog is going to make a trip.
See, now your dogs could do that. Your dogs are well behaved. My dog, if you walk into the room, my dog jumps on top of you.
Yeah, my dogs are pretty mellow. Pretty mellow. They could handle it. But I love the idea that he's sitting there alongside his dog. I trust dog people. I don't trust cat people. Cat people are so sketchy to me, but if you're a dog person, I get it. I get you.
By the way, I just looked it up. Nebraska, I have to give 6.5.
Ooh.
And the game is at Arrowhead Stadium, which is why Travis Kelce's going. It's in the Chiefs' home stadium. But Nebraska against Cincinnati tonight, 6 o'clock on ESPN. I'm laying the 6.5 and taking Nebraska.
All right. We're rolling. It's football season. By the way, I'm going to my first game on Saturday. I'm going to go see SC and, Missouri State, the one I've been waiting for.
Well, you're going to have to do something you don't normally do. You're going to have to get there on time because that game might be over by halftime.
Well, you know what? I'm bringing people, so I'm not going to leave early. Well, I'll leave a little early from this game.
Yeah, you'll leave if it's 45-0.
Right, but I've got friends, so I'm entertaining and, all that stuff. So,
right.
But I won't leave right away. But they're 35.5-point favorites. I'm definitely going to put some money on that tomorrow. I asked Sua Cravens yesterday off the air. I said, so are we going to cover that 35.5? He said, if we don't, we're in trouble.
It's a lot of points.
Shohei Ohtani did something last night that was really, really surprising, other than the fact that he won a game for the first time in 749 days. He did something really, really surprising. Do you know what it is?
No.
I will tell you next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about BetterHelp. This is an ad for BetterHelp. Look, if right now workplace stress is through the roof. Maybe you're struggling with your boss, struggling with coworkers, things not happy at the office. Maybe it's at home. Maybe you're having relationship problems, emotional stuff going on at home. There is one answer to how you deal with all of your mental health issues if you're going through it right now, and that is therapy. I'm telling you, therapy changed my life. I've been in therapy for 25 years. I don't know where I would be without it. And right now, here's an opportunity for you to get therapy from BetterHelp. They've got over 30,000 therapists, and they are the largest online platform for therapy. Right now, if you want to talk to somebody, if you need somebody to talk to, this is a great opportunity. Go to BetterHelp.com/timeout. And you get 10% off your first month of therapy. Again, that's BetterHelp.com/timeout. Therapy can change your life. BetterHelp.com/timeout. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
A new season of USC football kicks off on ESPN LA. Coverage from the Coliseum starts at 2:30 p.m. Saturday's USC football game versus Missouri State is presented by Afila, a new EV brand from Sony Honda Mobility. The future of mobility is here. Hey, what's up, LA? It's producer Laura.
And producer D.
LA, get ready to chop it up in the afternoons. The new DeMarco and Travis afternoon show is here.
Weekdays from 3 to 6, starting September 2nd. It's sports, it's life, it's LA, all with that barbershop talk feel.
Real conversations, real laughs, and a community vibe that feels like home. Don't miss the debut of the DeMarco and Travis afternoon show.
Starting September 2nd, only on ESPN LA.
Dealing with slow drains, dips in water pressure? Trust the experts at NextGen, the official AC heating, plumbing, and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. Their expert technicians fix even the toughest of jobs. Get your stubborn drains working again with expert drain clearing for just $88. Plus, enjoy peace of mind with their 30-day guarantee. Call NextGen now at 833-3NEXTGen or visit nextgenaironplumbing.com to book online. CSLB number 1011173, 30-day guarantee and $88 drain clearing requires accessible clean-out and camera inspection.
Hey, soccer fans! San Antonio Cardinale Wine is hooking up fans with 2 tickets, air and hotel, to the biggest match in USA this season. Don't wait. Head to soccerdreamticket.com and enter now. You can score your way from San Antonio Cardinale Wine.
You think you know football? Then prove it in the Circa Million Pro Football Challenge, kicking off from the greatest sports destination in the world, Circa Las Vegas. A guaranteed $6 million is up for grabs with a cool mill going to the winner. Come in last and you got $100,000 coming your way. It's $1,000 per entry, max 5 entries per person. Don't forget about Circa Survivor also, with $15 million in guaranteed prizes. Enter Nevada, play from anywhere, learn more at circasports.com.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
And it is Mason and Arlen, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Like, that's the problem in the world, is there aren't enough happy shows, fun shows.
Mason and Ireland.
710 ESPN.
Hey, guess whose birthday it is today, Ireland?
I'm going to guess Shania Twain since you're playing this song.
Good call. Yes. Brian, how old is she?
Ooh, have to look.
Okay. I know it's her birthday. By the way, I've seen her in concert. She was very good.
Yeah, I like it.
Although it was
60
weird.
years old.
How old?
60.
60.
Shania Twain 60? Wow, she's a 60.
Big one. Big one. No, I saw her in concert maybe 5-6 years ago. The weird thing was, so she was in her 50s and she was wearing all leather. And I'm like, I'm all for, you be you, but I thought all leather was probably aggressive for a woman in her 50s. But good for her. She's great. And of course, that album was like one of the biggest albums. She was married to a big music producer.
I think the guy's name was Mutt
Lang.
Yeah.
Mutt Lang. And she has a gigantic house. And apparently she loves, her hobby is cleaning. And she loves cleaning her house. What a hobby that is, huh?
Wait, there'd be laundry going every minute of every day if me and her were together.
Yeah, get out more. Come on.
It just stresses you a lot.
Yes, absolutely.
Cleaning helps if you're stressed out.
Okay. So last night, John, Shohei Ohtani, first time in 749 days that he won a game as a pitcher. 5 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, 9 Ks, only 1 run. It was a homer for I don't know his name, Novelty Marte. It was such a different approach for Shohei. Really different look, really different pitch mix. Last night, he only threw 15 fastballs. He went heavy on the
true?
fastball in Colorado. He only threw 15 fastballs. He threw 23 curveballs in 5 innings, 16 sweepers, 11 splitters, 8 cutters, 7 sinkers, 6 sliders, and only 15 fastballs.
Wow. I can't remember that ever happening.
No, I mean,
Not
that's
just
a
with him.
huge shift. And that curveball was a joke, diving out of the zone like crazy. All of his stuff was moving. All of his stuff was electric last night. And it's really cool to see, man. I'll tell you, the world stops when Shohei Ohtani's on the mound. And by the way, he struck out 9. Last night, the Dodgers struck out 19. That is their most in a 9-inning game in the last 125 years. So that's a lot of strikeouts.
Well, think about this. All the problems we've been talking about for the past month, the lousy record since the All-Star break, the terrible July, still, and I think I've been this way all season long, gun to my head, pick one team to win it all, I'm taking the Dodgers.
Me too.
And I would lose that bet to Travis, and I would have to go do – by the way, I just thought about something.
Yeah.
Travis's show is moving, so my double would be midday and afternoon rather than, which is a little better for me.
Yeah,
that's a
better.
break.
Yeah.
And I hope, because I'm rooting for the Dodgers, I hope I have to do it.
See, and you'll be working with me again.
There you go.
There you go.
Home run.
Let's give it up, by the way, for Michael Conforto last night. 2 for 4 solo homer, which is great news. First home run since July the 27th. Since July the 27th, first home run.
Stop it.
So I got something I want to throw at you. So
if you're throwing out Michael Conforto, I support you.
No, I'm literally throwing out Michael Conforto. All right. So on the waiver wire, potentially, and there are rumors that this is going to happen, the Pirates are going to waive Andrew McCutchen. Now, Andrew McCutchen has been around for a long time. He's not having he's having a so-so, actually.
You got his numbers in front of you?
239, 12 homers, 49 RBIs, and a 708 OPS.
Okay, those numbers are I know they're not good, but they're substantially higher than Michael Conforto's.
Yes.
But here's the weird thing. The Dodgers have one of the best records in baseball.
Right.
If the Pirates do put him out there for waivers, isn't the way it works that you go reverse order of record?
Yeah, the Dodgers would have
25 teams would have to pass on him in order for him to fall to the Dodgers, right?
But if you think about it, why do the bad teams care about picking up somebody like Andrew McCutchen for the stretch run?
Well, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm just saying you need to get a little lucky.
Yeah, for sure.
And by the way, think about if you're a team in the National League, wouldn't you take him just to keep the Dodgers from getting him? Like if you were Philadelphia, you don't want the Dodgers getting him. If you're the Padres, you don't want the Dodgers getting him. Why wouldn't you just take him?
I don't think he's that significant that you want to block. Some people would say, yeah, just let him have Andrew McCutchen.
Right.
He's really not. He's, by the way, in the postseason in his career, he played in 13 postseason games, 239, 1 RBI. In 13 postseason
games. Yeah, but I would,
so,
if given the opportunity to get him, it would be an upgrade on Conforto, and I would do it. I
Agreed.
like your idea.
And we'll see who else comes down the waiver wire, too. You know, there's a story floating around about baseball getting ready to expand, John. They're starting to look at expansion.
Yeah, we did
cities.
this a lot while you were gone.
Oh, did you go through the cities that are possible?
Well, when we did it, there were two pretty heavily favored ones. One was in Salt Lake City, looks like because they've got that one owner who owns every team in town, that Ryan Smith. He's a .com billionaire.
Yep.
And he's very well liked, very progressive. He owns the Jazz, he owns the hockey team, he owns the soccer team, he owns the Delta Center, and he would own the baseball team. And so a lot of people want to do that. And then I'm trying to remember where the other one.
I've got a list of cities from ESPN, and you give me a score 1 to 10.
The A's are already claiming Vegas, right?
Yeah, the A's are Vegas. Yeah.
Okay, because in the NBA it's going to be Vegas and Seattle, but in Major League Baseball there's already teams there in both cities.
Okay, San Antonio. Where do you rank that in terms of being a good expansion town?
Dodgers had an affiliate there for a lot of years. I don't know if San Antonio is still a Dodger affiliate. I don't think it is.
No, they're in OKC now, I think.
Well, I think San Antonio was their double A affiliate.
Okay.
But I don't think they are anymore. I don't love it. I've obviously spent a lot of time in San Antonio. No pun intended. It's kind of a one-horse town.
Yes.
The town being the Spurs. So it's not my favorite of the list you're going to read.
Now, I think there's a lot of heat around this one. Charlotte, North Carolina. This
Perfect.
is a really big,
Perfect.
growing part of the country.
Yeah, either that or Nashville. I think they both check the same boxes.
Nashville is absolutely on the list, too. Mexico City is on the list.
Well, you know how I feel about that.
Well, I mean, Montreal's on the list. Do you feel the same about Montreal as you do about Mexico City?
I feel Montreal is kind of a been there, done that, don't you think?
So you would not go back to Montreal?
No.
And I know you're anti-Mexico City, or you're not anti-Mexico City.
I just think it just complicates travel, and you got to go through customs, and it's just that team would probably be in the Dodgers division if it happened. So I hope it's not Mexico City. Who else is on the list?
Let's see, Nashville, Orlando, Florida.
Well, I know you hate Orlando.
I've seen enough baseball in Florida. I just don't think Florida cares about baseball.
Tampa
Miami doesn't sell.
Miami and Tampa
doesn't
have
sell.
never sold. Yeah, I think it's a fair point. Is Louisville on there?
Louisville is not. Portland, Oregon is.
Yeah, Mike Barrett, who used to be the Blazers play-by-play guy, is part of that movement to bring baseball to Portland. I like Portland, although stadium might be an issue there because it rains a lot.
That's right.
So you need to get a little lucky with the weather, or you'd need to build a dome stadium, and I don't know if they have the money to do that.
This one is stupid. San Jose, California.
No, you've already
They just left Northern California. What are you doing?
Well, and you've already got the Giants and the A's, and you can't put a third team in that one.
Yeah, I agree. And then the last one is the one you mentioned, Salt Lake City, which does make sense for all the reasons that you mentioned.
Well, Salt Lake City wouldn't have to worry about money. If you can get that Ryan Smith involved, the guy's got more money than anybody.
Where does he get his money?
He is from a company, I think it's called Qualtics.
Okay.
And it's basically an internet software company that everybody needs because we're all going to e-commerce. And so he got in on the ground floor. But I've seen interviews with him. I met him once. He's seems
young.
Like he seems
well,
like
47. A 47-year-old
He seems like
millionaire.
Mark Cuban 20 years ago is how I would describe
Is
him.
he a talker?
Yeah, young, progressive, smart, very well liked. And the other owners would feel comfortable having him because he's already been a really good partner in the leagues he's already in.
Right.
So
right.
you kind of know what you're getting if you do that.
Yeah, he will come highly recommended. By the way, John, I did find the song of the summer. I'll play it coming up, but I think it's official. I think it's not going to be Alex Warren. I think that called Somebody, right? It's not going to be that. I found the one. We'll play it coming up here in this next segment.
You better not play the Total Wine and More jingle, or else.
But I'm telling you, the Total Wine and More jingle is awesome. And we're actually, you know what? It's such a big hit that they invited us out there to do a live show in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think we're going.
Jealous.
I think we accepted that invitation.
Absolutely, we did. Absolutely, we did. We love Total Wine and More, and we love their hit song.
I'm so jealous of that.
I'm trying to figure out who this woman sounds like. It's got a little Dua Lipa.
It's got a little Sabrina Carpenter to it.
Yeah, got a little Katy Perry maybe.
You can hear this on Kiss FM. It's playing in hot rotation.
You cannot
every
hear it
90
on
minutes.
Kiss
Yep,
FM.
check it
Stop
out.
lying.
Listen to Seacrest. It's on there.
Does Seacrest even work at Kiss FM anymore? He's got 19 jobs.
He does do a show. I always wonder how they do the show because he's traveling all over the place. But there is a show that shows up every morning, and I guess does really well.
You can add him to the list of people that we knew way back when. When I met Ryan, he was doing movie reviews on KCAL on the weekends when I was the sports guy.
Really?
That's how far that dude's come.
Wow.
Good for him.
Yeah. All right, coming up next for you, we are going to spin the wheel of questions. In the meantime, let me tell you about Jacob Emrani. So, you start your day like a champ. That's the mindset, right? That's the movement. It's not just a slogan. It's a promise. At the law offices of Jacob Emrani, we believe that every day is a chance to rise, to push through pain, to protect what matters most. And if you've been injured in an accident, that mindset is everything. Because when the unexpected hits, how do you respond? Do you shrink back or do you fight forward? Jacob Emrani wants you to know you're not in this alone. He built his firm on a simple truth. Everybody deserves a champion in their corner. Somebody who shows up, somebody who won't quit, and that is Jacob Imrani. From the courtroom to the community, Jacob stands with you. That's why he's the trusted legal partner of the Rams, the Lakers, and LAFC, teams that never back down. And like Jacob always says, it's not just about winning. It's about how you show up when it counts. So write this down, 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. One more time, 844-24-JACOB. Or remember,
accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Follow him on Instagram. Go to @call.jacob and start your day like a champ. Call Jacob. Finish strong. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And speaking about Jacob, we have your last chance today to win tickets to Sunday's LAFC match versus San Diego, plus a VIP pre-match stadium tour. When you hear the cue to call, which is not right now, but when you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7 to win. All thanks to Call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB, 844-24-JACOB, or visit calljacob.com.
Here, Coach Lincoln Riley's recap of Game 1, Week 1 against the Missouri State Bears. The show is Trojans Live here at Monday at 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. And you can watch it on YouTube at USC Athletics. What will Coach Lincoln Riley have to say about Week 1? Find out on Trojans Live, Monday at 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN. Listen live on the all-new ESPN LA app or watch it live. Coach Lincoln Riley on Trojans Live, Monday at 6 p.m. on ESPN LA, your home of the USC Trojans.
Come celebrate Roger Dunn Golf Shop's 60th anniversary this Labor Day weekend. Enjoy 25% off all Green Tag closeout apparel, 20% off Skechers and Puma golf shoes, and get a 50% bonus trade-in towards any new club. Don't miss out on these deals and more at Roger Dunn Golf Shop's 60th anniversary Labor Day sale the 28th through September 1st. Trusted by golfers since 1965 and home to the legendary 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Roger Dunn Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf. Get there.
Ignite your afternoons at Waba Grill's $5 happy hour with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium one beverage drink, like our tangy passion fruit lemonade. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. Only at Waba Grill.
Lowe's knows that free makes everything better. That's why our rewards members get free standard shipping on the things they need and want, starting at Silver Key status every day. Savings for rewards members add up fast, so why wait? Join for free today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Not available in Alaska and Hawaii. Exclusions and more terms apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/shipping terms. Subject to change.
You've probably heard of speed dating, but what if there was something similar for hiring, especially if you're running a growing business? There is Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You can post your job today and talk to interested qualified candidates tomorrow. Simply select a time and Zip Intro finds and schedules qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you'd like to connect with and meet great people through back-to-back video calls starting as soon as the next day. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, here each weekday. You know what it's time for?
What is this?
It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
That's a dumbass question.
There he is.
Actually, it actually might be, but I am going to ask it anyway.
All right.
So I was reading a story about how people pack or overpack underwear and just like things like that when they go on a trip.
Yep.
My issue is I feel like I always overpack everything, not just that, right? But I'm leaving tomorrow and I haven't packed. I'm usually the person that packs like early. I used to be the late packer and then I would forget things. I want to know, are you guys early packers or late packers? Because I'm going on a week trip and I haven't packed at all.
I'm very, very early, and I'm guessing, Mace, you're very, very late.
Very late. Never day of, but very late.
I also follow-up question, because Brian and I were talking about this earlier in the week, and we had a theory, and now I'm going to ask. Who packs for you? Is it yourself or your significant other?
Only me.
I only pack for myself.
I would be uncomfortable with someone else packing for me.
Brian thought Lisa packed for you, and Juan packed for Mason.
She doesn't even know where all my stuff is.
Yeah, no, Juan would never know what unbelievable looks I've packed away for the trip.
Interesting.
By the way, my mom, when we went to San Francisco, talk about overpacking. She brought 2 bags, checked them both. And we were there for 4 days. 2 bags, checked them both. She had 5 different looks, 5 different specific outfits for different things. I'm like, Mom is she's always looking great and she's ready for anything. But 2 bags, too much for 5 days.
That is a lot. I will say I agree with your mom. I'm the person that plans out the outfits, so I'll have multiple outfits for the days, just saying. But my mom packs for my dad, so I kind of expected that your significant others would pack for you.
Nope. It's one thing I'm in charge of.
Does Allison pack for you?
Maybe the only one thing.
No, I don't. Never has. And I'm a night of packer. You know, the
night of
8 hours before the trip. That's when you get it done.
It's about me too. That's about me too. Night before, if I'm leaving in the morning, night before is totally good. All right, there you have that. Oh, by the way, Laura says her hair weighs 5 pounds. Now, explain, Laura.
I said it feels like it weighs 5 pounds.
Oh,
so
okay.
I ended up going to get my hair done, and last time I got braids, I didn't put that much curly hair in, like curly hair pieces. This time I wanted a fuller, more, voluptuous.
I think it looks great.
It looks terrific. Yeah.
I love it, but it's heavy.
But it doesn't really weigh 5 pounds.
I mean, probably not, but that's how it feels. And I honestly feel like if I would go on the scale, I would have gained like 5 pounds, and I'll blame it on the hair.
Is that right?
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of gaining 5 pounds.
Oh.
So, we're doing our golf tournament in a couple of weeks at Black Gold. And they've asked us, we always get these really cool Sunday swagger shirts to wear to the golf tournament, and they say the name of the tournament and all that stuff on it. We love the Sunday swagger stuff. So last year, I wore a large. This year, I think I'm an extra large. Should I squeeze into a large?
No. Comfort is what matters.
Oh,
so
God.
Just I always go bigger.
XL. Oh,
yeah.
God.
I did the same thing, Mace.
What's that?
I asked for an XL, too.
I always do,
Did
too.
you?
Yeah, I wear XL.
Well, I'm going to. Yeah, you're right. You wear XL, and you're.
I just don't want to be. I don't want to be restricted. I don't want to. The guys that wear those shirts that are too tight, a little weird.
Yeah. Plus, last year I had something to show off. This year I do not. Last year I was coming off the summer shred. All right, so John, we mentioned the Total Wine and More song, which is very, very catchy and is a big hit on Kiss FM. I heard it right after Sabrina Carpenter Espresso yesterday on Kiss FM, and now we've got what I think is the song of the summer. It is by somebody named Luca. Lewky, Lukey, I guess.
Okay.
And it features Sad Alex. This song has overtaken everybody on TikTok. It's called I Have One Daughter.
Okay.
Hit it.
Yes, I have one daughter. How about you? How many baby daddies do you have, if you don't mind me asking? Ellipses. I have one daughter.
I understand she has the same father.
Wait, so you think this is the song of the summer where he asks, how many baby daddies do you have?
Right. I think that's so damn catchy. Who's with me here? Let's sing along. I have one daughter.
No, you're on the island
Doesn't
by
it
yourself.
kind of play into stereotypes a little bit?
What stereotypes?
Because
he's joking. He has one daughter, and they're asking how many baby daddies there are for that one daughter.
I don't know. It just it seems.
Are you offended, John?
I never get offended, but I think other people. I finally got around to watching the end of The Studio. Oh my gosh!
Oh
Cranston
my God!
Was so great at the end.
It is so damn funny.
Do you remember the episode? It's called Casting, where they were so worried about offending people that they kept changing the cast of the Kool-Aid movie.
Oh, yeah.
And at the end, what they got in trouble for, they settled on Ice Cube as the Kool-Aid guy. And what they get in trouble for is not anything to do with casting. It had everything to do with AI. Like they were using AI.
Yeah,
And
for like CGI and stuff, and
Right.
it became very
so
controversial.
I might be making something out of nothing, but it seems like a weird subject for a song.
It is the number one song, and I'm not. It was pointed out to me because I'm not a big TikTok guy, but you can follow me at Venice Mace. But I'm not a big TikTok guy, so I think everybody is listening to this right now on TikTok. Everybody's doing their own, versions of it. It's very catchy. Maybe not Song of the Summer. I don't think there is a Song of the Summer this year. I've canceled Song of the Summer.
Well, and the other thing is that songs now, music is consumed differently than when you and I did it. Like we all listened to, like you worked at one top 40 station, and so we'd all be listening to the same songs and the same music. Now people just get music on their own terms.
Oh, no question.
So it's not like Shabuzi kind of broke through the wall last year.
Shabuzi's great.
With that one
Bar
song. But other than that, there hasn't been like one song that everybody's bought in a long time.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, no, it's sort of like everything. It's all fragmented. It's like television, all fragmented.
Well, what's weird is I only listen to country music when I'm here, but I listen to it almost exclusively when I'm in Idaho, and then when I'm home, I go back to my other stuff.
Do you really?
Isn't that weird?
What? So you cross the border and you start listening to country?
Because everybody here, wherever you are, if you're at parties, if you're at the boat, if you're in a restaurant, it's all twang. I joke, the old line from the Blues Brothers movie. They have both kinds of music here, Mace. Country and Western.
Well, I've got big country programmed into my radio in my car. I like country music. I don't like all country. I don't like old-fashioned-y George Strait, that kind of stuff, like the old school stuff. But the newer stuff, like you mentioned, Zac Brown Band.
I got a lot of Zac Brown in my Idaho playlist.
Yeah, I mean, I like, what's that, Lady A. I mean, there are a bunch of acts that I totally dig.
Here's the first 7 or 8 songs on my Idaho playlist. Some of these songs are older. All right, Bar Song Shabuzi.
Yep.
Toes, Zac Brown Band.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Find that one, Brian, and we'll play. You've probably heard it. It's pretty good. Tequila, Dan and Shay.
Sure.
Fast Car, Luke Combs. That's
it's such a good version of the song, yeah.
Sunrise, Sunburn, Sunset, Luke Bryan.
Don't know that one.
This is a great song that's older, and it's a weird combination of people. Have you heard 4 or 5 Seconds from Rihanna and Kanye?
Oh, my God, that's awesome. But that's not really country, is it?
Oh, yeah.
You think that's country?
Oh, yeah. If you listen to it, you'll hear it.
I love the song, but I never thought of it as country.
And so, Old Town Road, Little Nas X.
Yeah,
that
he's been in the news lately.
That was
sadly,
a big hit a few years ago. Pour Me a Drink, Post Malone.
Yep.
Chicken Fried, Zac Brown Band. You've heard that song?
I know
right?
that song. Yeah, that's a huge one.
Yeah, so I got a lot of them. Hey, Arbogast just sent me a text.
Oh,
he
yeah?
said, my first job in radio out of college was a country western DJ overnight in Twin Falls, Idaho. How do you do, Twin Falls? Pete's back in the saddle this weekend. He's
back at it.
He's back in his element.
Yeah, excited for the start of USC season Saturday against Missouri State, the opponent I've been waiting for a long time. I've always said, John, someday we'll get to play Missouri State. Someday we'll finally see this great rivalry play out.
This is what you want. You want these cupcake games to pad your record.
I
so
do.
You can't complain about them now that they schedule them.
Do I sound like I'm complaining?
No.
I'm going to be there.
Yes. I would like to see them play better competition, but I understand why they're doing it.
Actually, Arbogast, of all people, just about tore my head off when we did the Notre Dame conversation when we were at Heritage Hall.
He wants to keep Notre Dame.
Oh, my God. He thinks that the world would end.
Well, Pete's
four horsemen of the apocalypse will ride through the Coliseum if they drop that game.
But think about it from his perspective.
Sure.
It's got to be one of the highlights of his year every year.
But wouldn't it be a bigger highlight to be in the playoff?
It's a great question. But I actually understand both sides of this.
Yeah.
I started where Pete is. Like, how can you possibly even think about eliminating the Notre Dame game? And when I listen to your argument that if it's going to cost you the playoff, what's the point in playing it? I don't have a counter to that.
So
and so I think Lincoln Riley's right. When you had Lincoln on, he talked about how you have to give these coaches in these big conferences, in the SEC, in the Big Ten, a mechanism by which they can take on these non-conference opponents, but not have them cost them a trip to the playoff.
Yes.
And one way to do it, and this is what Lincoln told you, is to guarantee a certain amount of automatic bids for each conference.
Automatic qualifiers, yeah.
For example, if they gave the Big Ten 4, it's eventually going to settle on a 16-team playoff.
Yes.
I really believe that. It's not there yet, but it will. If you gave 4 to the SEC, 4 to the Big Ten, and 8 at large, I don't know how anybody complains with that, because you normally get that many in the playoff now.
Right.
And so it's all working out. And that way, USC could keep the Notre Dame game. It doesn't matter if they lose it, if they finish in the top 4 in the Big Ten. And by the way, before anybody says, well, that's easy, it's not.
No, God, no.
Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State, all locks pretty much. And then Indiana was great last year. Illinois is ranked this year. USC wants in on that. UCLA is probably a pipe dream, but I mean, I've mentioned 7 teams now, but and I'm probably leaving a couple of teams out that'll become. Nebraska's pretty good. So it wouldn't be an automatic lock to finish in the top 4, but it would allow USC to keep the Notre Dame game and not have them cost them the playoff.
Now, did you happen to see the Ryan Karchi article in the LA Times today?
No. Is it about this?
It's about this subject. And he says there's a negotiation going on right now between Notre Dame and USC, a scheduling negotiation. And USC has asked for a short commitment. Notre Dame wants a long commitment. USC has asked that the game be played earlier in the season. Notre Dame says absolutely not. Now, the current structure is if it's a year that USC plays Notre Dame at Notre Dame, that always happens in October. And if it's Notre Dame at USC, it always happens like November the 30th, like the last
around
game
Thanksgiving,
of the season.
right? Yeah.
What USC wants, and I think this is a great idea, and by the way, the automatic qualifiers thing is the answer, and that's why they want a temporary agreement or a shorter-term agreement. Notre Dame says they won't do a shorter-term agreement, so I don't know what's going to happen here. But I think the opener, I think USC Notre Dame would be a tremendous opener every year, either at the Coliseum or out South Bend.
Mace, it would fit with what's going on this weekend. Yep. If you look around this weekend, LSU's playing Clemson. Ohio State's playing Texas.
Alabama,
Notre Dame's
Florida
playing
State.
Miami.
Yeah.
LSU, Florida State. And USC's playing Missouri State. Now, not to get on USC, because a year ago, USC played LSU in the kickoff classic in Vegas, and they beat them.
Yeah.
So, but like Pete just texted me, beat Notre Dame and get in because now you deserve to be in, don't lose. But he's not doing the math. Just because you beat Notre Dame doesn't mean you would get in. If you had 3 losses, you're probably out anyway. The reason you want automatic qualifiers is it just deals with the conference. Then you can do whatever you want
Right,
in
then
non-conference.
you can schedule a big, gigantic non-conference.
And USC has shown a history that they'll do that.
Yeah.
That they'll go play Alabama. They'll go play Notre Dame. They'll go play LSU.
Yep.
Remember one year when Matt Barkley and Stephon Johnson and Pete
Ohio
were
State,
all there?
Right?
They opened up 1 year against Ohio State, 1 year against Arkansas, and remember 1 year they went back to the Meadowlands and played like Virginia Tech and beat them.
Right.
So that's what, if you're a USC fan, that's what you want. You want those marquee games. But Lincoln is going to be hired and fired and judged on whether or not he makes the playoffs. So I understand his predicament.
Yeah,
I don't think it's as black and white as Pete does. I'm with Pete. I'm on his side of it. I want to keep the Notre Dame game. I'm not like you. But I think that's a solution that would get you over to our side. If you gave them the automatic qualifiers, then you would support keeping the Notre Dame
then
game,
play
right?
anybody you want with your non-conference games.
So I think
by the way, play multiples of those.
Yeah, that's the way you get it done.
Yeah, I would think that would make a huge difference. In the meantime, the negotiation is going on. I hope Notre Dame agrees to the shorter-term extension of the rivalry, and it would be great to see it the opener every year.
I would be, if I was in the room with the AD at Notre Dame and the AD at USC, what I would say is, look, I think all three of us can agree. The minute we kill the game, the minute we stop and end one of the longest rivalries in college football, it's going to be really hard to get it back.
Yeah,
So
sure.
let's commit to keeping the game alive, long-term, short-term, whatever. I don't think Notre Dame's position that they don't want to do a short-term deal is reasonable. They want to keep the rivalry alive, take the short-term deal now, just with the guarantee from USC that if there's 4 automatic qualifiers from the Big Ten, they'll take on a longer deal. And I think they would. I think both sides would agree to that, don't you?
Yeah, I absolutely do. Yeah, I assume they're going to work it out. So far, USC has not said, despite all the Sturm and Drang and people complaining and all that, they've not asked out of the rivalry at
Not
this
yet.
point. No, they have not at this
but
moment.
where there's
and they're
smoke,
looking
there's
for
fire.
an extension.
They're talking about it, yeah.
Right. All right, coming up next for you, we're going to do some, let's do radio graffiti here. You want to? Sports graffiti?
Well, what do you mean I want to? We have to.
Yes,
it's a staple
exactly.
of the show these days. It's the
absolutely
only chance
is.
people get to call and yell at us.
So call and yell at us, 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-ESPN. We'll get your calls in here coming up next. By the way, thank you to all of the UPS drivers who are out there and listen to the show all the time. Today is the anniversary of the founding of UPS. What can Brown do for you? So thanks to all those UPS drivers. A couple of months ago, a guy flagged me down and said, hey, listen to your show. He was listening to Shador and Cap. I could hear it coming out of the truck. I'm like, that's so awesome. The people that drive around Ubers and Lyfts and UPS and delivery stuff, all that stuff. We appreciate all you guys. All right, coming up next is Sports Graffiti, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, this is Julie May at Hollywood Park Casino, home of the ESPN LA Fantasy Draft Party. It's back, so save the date, August 28th. Sign up with your team or your league at espnla.com, and you can win so many prizes. We'll have Sedano at cap, 3 p.m., and the draft starts at 6 p.m. So park, party, and play with us at Hollywood Park Casino.
And me, Chris Morales, maybe even a Greg Bergman appearance as we throw down the ultimate fantasy football draft party and say goodbye to Afternoon Drive because tomorrow we got a best of the final Sedano and Cap afternoon show.
We may have to figure out who's going to be in these studios or not come September 2nd.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my.
Wow. Happens today at 3 at Hollywood Park Casino. Come on out, press the flesh with us, and have a party, party.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha-ha!
We'll see you at 3 p.m. today on ESPN LA.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Pack your day with awe and awesome at SeaWorld San Diego. Get real close to over 9,000 animals, including axolotls at the all-new Bayside Aquarium, now open, and orcas at the reimagined Orca Encounter. Rediscover the journey to Atlantis and enjoy fall family fun during Spooktacular with trick-or-treating, colorful costume characters, and a pumpkin patch on select dates from September 5th through November 2nd. Go from real to unreal at SeaWorld. Save up to 55% with tickets as low as $69.99. Hurry, offer ends soon. Restrictions apply.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-498-6548. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-498-6548. That's 800-498-6548. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Looking for an easy way to save energy and earn money? With Clean Power Alliance's Power Response Home program, you can do both. Simply reduce your electricity use with small actions, such as unplugging appliances or air drying laundry during times of high energy demand. You could earn $20 just for signing up. Power Response. Great for your wallet and for the planet. Get paid to power down today at cleanpoweralliance.org/home.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show is coming Tuesday, September 2nd at 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland. on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And it's time for Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti, like we do every day at this time. Sponsored by our friends at BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout. Now let's do it. Let's talk about it on Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland.
All right, a lot going on. Dodgers win last night. Edge of football season. It all is getting started right now. USC on Saturday. And, of course, the Rams and the NFL come next weekend. In the meantime, Sports Graffiti time. And Brian Cohen's going to shout them out for us. Brian, what do we got going?
Fred, you're up first here. Sports Graffiti, go, Fred.
Good afternoon. It's Fred Gonzalez from Boyle Heights. A couple of things. I'm the one that said about the karaoke show. Are we going to have a karaoke show? And I hope that Laura, on her new adventure, does well. And I'm still going to listen to all ESPN.
All right. Awesome, man. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that. And, yeah, we're working on the karaoke show. Ireland's in charge of that. John, where do we stand?
I'm working on musical numbers for Acts 1 and 2, and I don't have the finale down yet, but I should soon.
Excellent. Lin-Manuel Ireland.
Exactly.
I'm going to make this happen.
Who's next, Brian?
All right, Travis, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Travis.
Good afternoon. Hey, so you guys get enough haters calling when someone's not there, so since this might be the last show with you guys, thought I'd throw in an appreciation call. So, Laura, I want to say goodbye. I'm a big fan. I know that there's some haters on the Reddit, but that's mostly, like misogynistic dudes and anti-Semitic people. Real small man energy over there. But I don't know who they're pairing her with, but hopefully it's with Briones because they have some of the best banter in the business. And then my question is Clinton and Friends still going to be available on the ESPN app? Because
yes.
I'd rather that than listening to frat boy talk at 7 in the morning.
Yes. Yeah. And by the way, you're going to have several options now, and this is another reason why you have to download the ESPN LA app, which is free, by the way. Did I mention it's free? You'll be able to, at 7 o'clock in the morning, listen to Sedano and Cap or The Big CY. Both of those shows will be available on the app, so you can take your pick. And then again at 9, Mace, you can either listen to Rich Eisen or Sedano and Cap are going to do a YouTube-only hour.
Yeah.
Those two shows will both be on the app. Do you think you'll listen more to Rich or more to Sedano and Cap?
Time-wise, I'm not the earliest riser, as I might have mentioned.
You promised earlier you're setting your alarm for 7 o'clock. What
Maybe
are you talking about?
That YouTube hour sounds like we're a place to start. The YouTube hour starts at 9. That's perfect for me. That's like tailor-made for me. But I am excited about Rich Eisen being on the station. I've always been a huge fan of Rich Eisen. He's such a good guy. And by the way, Laura is going to the afternoon show with DeMarco.
So she's going to be not with Brianna. She'll be with DeAndre.
Yeah, with DeAndre. It is funny to hear you with Briones, though, because it is like brother-sister energy.
I know.
Yeah, just massive abuse. Brian, who's next?
Lewis, you're up next on Sports Graffiti. Go, Lewis.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to miss Laura. Were you guys talking about SC and Notre Dame starting off the year like as the season opener? Did I hear that?
Yeah,
potentially. I mean,
okay,
no, it's not.
It'll
just
never happen. And do you know why, Mason?
No, I do not know why. Why?
So when this schedule first started happening, and I got this from a rich alumni friend from USC. So when this schedule first started happening, the chancellor's wives got together, and the Notre Dame chancellor's wife wanted to get out of the freezing cold temperatures in South Bend, and she decided that they decided that they wanted to come out to beautiful Southern California, where it's 70 degrees in Notre Dame or in November. And the SC's wife wanted to go see an actual real fall, autumn. Mm-hmm. And this is the reason that when they play at Notre Dame, they always play mid-November or October.
October, yeah.
And whenever they play here, it's always the last game of the season, and UCLA gets bumped up to the second to last game of the season.
It's a really good
so
point.
You can scratch that one off, and this is why we have
Wait a minute. All factual, but
off.
I want to check. That was 125 years ago. Do you think those women are still alive and still care about what time of year they see the game?
No, and the other thing is, Mace, it's money talks.
Yes.
So this is all going to be determined about money. If they think they can get a bigger number playing in the first week of the season, screw the wives of the chancellors. You know, they're going to go where the money is. So that's why it could move.
And by the way, it would become one of the high-profile events of the year in college football. To start the year with USC Notre Dame would be huge. And it also avoids going to Notre Dame in October when it's really cold and windy. I was there for a couple of games where we lost, but the weather is kind of brutal there in the fall. Brian?
Crystal, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Crystal.
Oh, my gosh. I've only been on hold for like 3 days since y'all just left me, left the girl on red.
Sorry, Crystal.
Anyways, I have so much to talk about. Oh, my gosh. I know you guys are only going to give me 30 seconds because Mace is there. Mace don't like me. But I like you, Mace.
I'm a huge Crystal. Wait a minute. I was just saying the other day, when are we going to get Crystal back on the
his wiener
show?
mic, I love it all. Oh my God, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. Anyways, shout out the chat, bro. I love you guys. The chat loves you. Robert, my long lost dad, I just found him. Chris Villafondo, the capital letter Cape Crusader, all the guys in the chat, they love you. And keep it up. That's all I'm saying. I always just send the positive vibes. That's it.
Good for you,
right.
Crystal.
Thank
because
you,
most
Crystal.
people just call and yell at us.
Call
So
us
there you go.
anytime, Crystal. Anytime you got nice stuff to say, the number's 877-710-ESPN. And when you've got nothing good to say, just go pound sand. Who next?
All right, Tommy, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Tommy.
Well, I'll piggyback on Crystal. I just want to say, Mason, thank you for supporting BetterHelp. John, thank you for supporting Idaho. My wife is a big Boise State fan. In fact, we're going to go for Boise State over Notre Dame. That's going to be the upset of the year, first upset of the year. And what do you think, Mace and John? What do you guys think of Conforto hitting did a couple good things yesterday in yesterday's game, and the Rams uniforms look bad butt. I would say that.
Let me just ask a couple of follow-up. Which Rams uniforms are you talking about? Are you talking about the new night mode uniforms?
No, the new midnight uniforms that they displayed yesterday?
Yes.
I will say this about the Rams uniforms. I remember 4 years ago when they redid all their uniforms. I went, these are okay. And now I really like them. Now they've kind of grown on me. So I'm going to give the midnight uniforms a chance. I think that, Mace, after a while, when you first look at them, if you don't love them, give them a chance, see what they look like in an actual game, and chances are eventually they'll win you over. At least that's what happened to me with the D-head logo and all that other stuff.
And by the way, the thing is, doesn't it happen everywhere that when they release a new uniform, everybody says that sucks?
Yeah, well, like Sedano says, everyone hates everything.
Yeah, that is a very good rule, and that's absolutely true, sadly.
Yeah. So, but I looked at those midnight uniforms. I go, okay, let's see what they look like in a game.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Brian?
Oscar, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Oscar.
Hey, how's it going, guys? This is a two-parter.
Yep.
Do you think there would be another Kershaw-like player in the MLB with one team, 18 years to ever play again? Because it seems like Kershaw's probably like the last one. And another question is, do you think Reggie Bush will ever be reinstated at USC?
He already has been.
He has been reinstated.
Yeah, that's over. Reggie Bush is welcome at USC anytime.
Yeah.
They worked through all that stuff, and so
his Heisman is on display at Heritage Hall.
Yeah, that thing has been worked out. In terms of his question about Kershaw is an interesting one. Basically, what he's talking about is one-team Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
and every year I always think, like, I always thought Tony Gwynn was going to be the last one-team, like that Tony Gwynn, Cal Ripken era. I thought those guys were going to be the last one-team Hall of Famer. And now here's Kersh, 20 years later. So there's going to be, it doesn't happen very often. I mean, even LeBron has now played for 3 teams. But can you imagine Wemby ever going anywhere else?
No. Well, they may have no choice, Ireland. I mean, sometimes talent just says, I want out.
Even Shohei's on a second team. So it doesn't matter how good you are. You could always move.
Okay,
but
here's a couple, John.
Is Mahomes a one-team Hall of Famer?
Yeah, it's hard to believe he would leave
Steph?
Kansas City. Steph, I don't think is going anywhere. I think Steph will end up his career there. By the way,
but
Joey Votto did this, not of the level of Clayton Kershaw, but came close to MVPs a couple of times. He played and finished his career with the Reds. You know, one that's going to happen is Jose Altuve. I think Jose Altuve is probably going to finish his career with the Astros, and Mike Trout could very well finish his career with the Angels.
Well, just because nobody wants him.
Right.
He makes
but
so much
he
money.
would be a one-team Hall of Famer.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, there you have it. There is your sports graffiti for today. Coming up next for you, let's do this. There's one NFL coach that fans are already calling for to be fired, Ireland. Maybe you can think through that and figure out who it is I'm talking about. That is coming up next. In the meantime, whenever we talk about BetterHelp, or whenever we talk about sports graffiti, we talk about it with BetterHelp. Sponsored by BetterHelp. Go to BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout. Remember, mental health is health. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, time to tell you about ZipRecruiter. If you're an employer looking for your next star player, you got to use ZipRecruiter, and right now you can use it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology works fast to find qualified candidates for your job, and you can invite your top choices to apply. As Ian Siegel, the inventor of ZipRecruiter, says, they don't leave anything to chance. It's why over 4 million businesses have used ZipRecruiter to hire, and why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. So don't wait. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen from NFL Network. The Rich Eisen Show is coming to 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app, Tuesday, September 2nd from 9 a.m. to noon, right after the all-new Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
The Rich Eisen Show, broadcasting live from Los Angeles every weekday. And now coming right here to ESPN LA.
LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN, the new home of The Rich Eisen Show in the Southland.
Be sure to catch Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti, weekday afternoons at 1 p.m. on Mason and Ireland. Sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout.
You think you know football? Then prove it in the Circa Million Pro Football Challenge, kicking off from the greatest sports destination in the world, Circa Las Vegas. A guaranteed $6 million is up for grabs with a cool mill going to the winner. Come in last and you got $100,000 coming your way. It's $1,000 per entry, max 5 entries per person. Don't forget about Circa Survivor also, with $15 million in guaranteed prizes. Enter Nevada, play from anywhere. Learn more at circasports.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. For the first time, you can stream all of ESPN all in one place. And guys, it's changed the game for me personally. All the best live sports, the most championship moments, studio shows, documentaries, and originals. Too many to even name them all. Plus, all these great new features, like watching 4 games at once in multi-view. Your fantasy team updates live in-game. SportsCenter, customized just for you. They thought of everything to make this the ultimate destination for fans. Sign up for the all-new ESPN app right now.
Adam Schefter here with Vivid Seats live from the stands, and we've got a special update. Sources confirm fans using the Vivid Seats app are racking up rewards with every ticket and doing it fast. With an unbeatable lineup of seats and perks that go the distance, why use any other app for game day? Don't fumble this season. Grab your tickets through Vivid Seats, download their app, earn rewards, and as the official ticketing partner of ESPN, get $20 off your first $200 in-app purchase with code Schefter. That's code Schefter.
Hot damn! Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. The hard iced tea taste you know and love, but with an 8% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real fruit tea, goes down smooth, and brings your daytime drinking to the next level. Just look for the bright yellow cans in the cooler and get ready to dial up the fun. Big flavor, extreme kick. Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted!
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
What's going on? Happy Thursday. It's Morales, and guess what? A little history this afternoon at 3 p.m. The final Sedano and Cap afternoon show. And we're going to be live at Hollywood Park Casino for the ultimate fantasy football draft party today, 3 p.m. HBC Park Party and Play. Cappy's going to be there. Beto Duran, producer Lindsay Baseball, Funchy Lover, Michael Funches, and me, Chris Morales. Maybe even a Greg Bergman appearance as we throw down the ultimate fantasy football draft party and say goodbye to afternoon drive because tomorrow we got a best of the final Sedano and Cap afternoon show.
We may have to figure out who's going to be in these studios or not come September 2nd.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my.
Wow. Happens today at 3 at Hollywood Park Casino. Come on out, press the flesh with us, and have a party, party.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha-ha!
We'll see you at 3 p.m. today on ESPN LA.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason in Ireland on your home of Rams football. 710 ESPN.
Oh, it's a big hit. Big hit. I have one daughter. All right, so Ireland, I was going to go to Burning Man this week, but I'm down with the COVID. Have you been to Burning Man before? You strike me as a real Burning Man kind of guy.
I have never, nor will I ever attend Burning Man.
So I've got bad news for everybody who is going. They have always had at Burning Man something that is referred to as the Orgy Dome. It's a privacy-focused.
Wait a minute, I maybe have to re-examine my position on Burning Man. Please continue.
Privacy-focused, sex-positive space for consenting adults. It has been part of Burning Man for decades, but this is super sad. This year, the iconic Orgy Dome was destroyed by strong winds. The structure was torn apart by a windstorm, leaving only the remains of the setup behind. There is no determination on whether or not there will be any Orgy Dome at this year's Burning Man. So
that's just disappointing.
It's so sad. I mean, it's the Orgy Dome, I'm sure, was one of the highlights of Burning Man. Anybody, Laura, you've never been to Burning Man. Brian, you strike me as somebody who's not been to Burning Man.
Somebody that has wanted to go before, haven't gone, but I've had a few of my college roommates have actually attended, so I've heard some crazy stuff.
Oh, yeah? So yeah. Would you actually go? Are you still interested in going to Burning Man?
No, I think maybe 8-10 years ago when I was like 19, 20, that would have been more my speed.
I think that is Burning Man age, 19, 20. Yeah, I'm past that. Coachella's the same thing, by the way. I went to Coachella twice, a decade ago. I'm like, I get it. I get what Coachella is.
There's people that are, for example, shout out to Joanna. I'm not going to say her last name, but she still goes to things like that. And she's my age, 37. I know.
Well, good for her.
I feel like there is an age where you have to double think if you should go, but she's still out there going. I mean, maybe
good
for the
her.
reason that you were mentioning.
By the way, those windstorms you're talking about, somebody sent me a video. My brother-in-law built a house in Phoenix, and he was delayed 6 hours the other day at the
is this
airport.
the Haboob? They had the Haboob happen.
With these giant dust storms sweeping across the desert.
It was crazy.
It's stunning. It's like a movie.
It happens in Palm Springs from time to time, too. But if you look at the video of what happened in Phoenix, I mean, it is just basically engulfed in a black cloud. It's shocking to see. All right, so, John, it's NFL season just about. Season opens next Thursday.
Yeah.
Eagles and Cowboys. And there's already one coach who everybody in that town wants him to be fired. Any idea who that is, John?
Okay. So this is like the number one coach that's on the hot seat?
Yes.
Okay.
Seats get no hotter.
I'm going to say it's Brian Daboll, head coach of the Giants.
No.
Who is it?
Kevin Stefanski of the Cleveland Browns.
They just fire him they fire the coach in Cleveland every 3 years anyway.
Now he's been there 4 years. I was surprised at this. he's made the playoffs twice in 4 years. I don't even remember the Browns being in the playoffs, but apparently they were.
Well, remember, that last year they let Joe Flacco quarterback him in that game in Houston, and Houston beat him, didn't they?
Let's see. Last year was the year they were 3-14. 2 years ago was the year they lost to the Texans. Okay. They were 11-6 and lost in the wild card round. So his record overall is
talent. They just don't. They can't get out of their own way.
He is 40-44 as a head coach, and is 1-2 career postseason. He actually talked to the media about how everybody in Cleveland wants him gone. Hit it there, Brian. Maybe not. Don't have that. Laura, what do you say?
I'm getting it right now for you.
All very smooth. All very smooth. Okay, so
when we're both on. This is rare where we're doing a double remote.
Very rare.
Yeah,
it's very tricky.
Yeah,
very tricky. All right, so let me skip to this one.
Okay,
you got it. Okay, here's what Kevin Stefanski says about everybody wanting him fired.
Obviously, I don't concern myself with outside type of things, but I'm committed to his development, just like all of our rookies. So
he's talking about Shador.
We'll continue to focus on getting our guys better, and that's what we'll stay committed to, and that's what's important to me.
Yeah. Do you think he'll make it through the year?
I do, actually.
You do?
Because Sports Illustrated is picking the Browns to go 3-14.
So you think he will survive 3-14?
Well, no, he'll get fired on Black Monday.
Yeah. Okay, so the end of the season.
Yeah.
See, I look at it and think, man, if the 5th-round pick winds up being the starting quarterback, you really blew the 3rd-round pick when you took Dylan Gabriel.
Right. But Dylan Gabriel's going to get a chance first, I think.
He's definitely going to run. The thing is, how tall is Dylan Gabriel? He is one of the he's like Drew Brees height, right?
He's 6 feet tall?
Yeah, I think he's on the short side.
Very rarely do short quarterbacks work. Occasionally they do. You mentioned Drew Brees, Doug Flutie made it work, but it's hard.
Yeah, Dylan Gabriel is 5'11".
Yeah.
He's like a regular sized guy. So it'd be interesting. But you're right, Dylan Gabriel will get the first crack at that. So I don't watch the U.S. Open. John, do you watch a lot of U.S. Open?
Yeah, I had it on 20 minutes ago.
So there is tons of controversy about Carlos Alcaraz and his hair.
Yeah, his brother was cutting his hair and gave him a bad haircut, and so he just said, well, screw it, shave it all off, and now he's got a crew cut.
Yes, so it has not been well received. There are people trending on social media, bald Karaz, hashtag bald Karaz. There are people that say, my brother, he said his brother. Here's some of the reaction to his haircut. I mean, it's terrible. He's my guy. It's funny. I looked at him and I was like, I guess you're aerodynamic. Here is another. Yeah, I don't know who told him that it's good. I don't know who told him to do that, but it's terrible from a guy who gets haircuts week in, week out and pride myself on good haircuts. It's horrendous. At the end of the day, it's Carlos, and that's my guy, but yeah, he needs to get with me. He needs to get with me for sure. So a lot of criticism. After her match yesterday, Naomi Osaka was asked about Carlos Alcaraz and his new look. Here's what she said, and she was very diplomatic.
Given your thoughts about look, outfit, hair, what's your reaction to Carlos Alcaraz's new haircut?
When did he do this?
Very recently.
Because I saw him with hair, and then suddenly yesterday I saw him practicing without hair. So did he ever explain if it was a random thing?
His brother cut it and messed up, and then they just cut it off.
Wow. I mean, it's cool that he just doesn't care that much. I mean, I thought he was going for like a David Beckham like moment, but I think people like it, no? I guess, okay, half and half.
No, not even half and half. There's Naomi Osaka, who's being very, very diplomatic and very nice about it. It's just, I know, but it is weird to one day show up and see one of the great players in the world look completely different. Have you ever had a super short buzz cut?
Not that, no, not the way
that
Alcaraz looks. No, like you'd have to go back when I was a little kid to find my hair that short.
See, I used to wear my hair super short. Like, not buzz necessarily, but super short.
Well, the most famous tennis haircut ever was Agassi. Remember, his hair was half his act.
Yeah, exactly.
And one day he just said, I was losing it, so I'm shaving it all off. And so he's not the first person ever to do this. But it doesn't look like he's losing his hair. He just looks like he's only – he still lives with his parents.
Does he really?
Yeah, he's the number one tennis player. Him or Sinner, depending what time of year you check, are the number one players in the world, and he still lives with his parents.
He's one of the few tennis players I know anything about because I watched one episode of – what was that tennis show on Netflix?
Match Point?
Full Swing?
That's the golf one.
There was a tennis one.
I think there was one. I think tennis might have been called Match Point, but I'm not sure.
And I watched the episode with Alcaraz. He's a really interesting guy.
And an unbelievable player.
An unbelievable player, yeah, from everything I hear. All right, coming up next for you, somebody says the Super Bowl will ultimately be played in Europe. I think I know how John Ireland feels about this. We will do that coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Soccer fans join ESPN LA on Sunday, August 31st at Northgate's Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa for the ultimate watch party as LAFC takes on San Diego FC, presented by San Antonio Cardinal Wines. Kickoffs at 7:45, so arrive early for food, drink, prizes, and the perfect game day wine. Don't miss it, Sunday, August 31st at Mercado Gonzalez.
Here, Coach Lincoln Riley's recap of Game 1, Week 1 against the Missouri State Bears. The show is Trojans Live. Hear it Monday at 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. And you can watch it on YouTube at USC Athletics. What will Coach Lincoln Riley have to say about Week 1? Find out on Trojans Live, Monday at 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN. Listen live on the all-new ESPN LA app or watch it live. Coach Lincoln Riley on Trojans Live, Monday at 6 p.m. on ESPN LA, your home of the USC Trojans.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Pechanga Resort Casino is giving away $1 million in August. Win your share of the $1 million in prizes by using your Pechanga Club card when you play your favorite slots or table games to earn entries. Then, be at Pechanga Resort Casino every Saturday in August to activate your entries for the week.
Hey, this is Julie May at Hollywood Park Casino, home of the ESPN LA Fantasy Draft Party. It's back, so save the date, August 28th. Sign up with your team or your league at espnla.com, and you can win so many prizes. We'll have Sedano at cap 3 p.m. and the draft starts at 6 p.m. So park, party, and play with us at Hollywood Park Casino.
That's all I paid for it. Let me get back to you on that.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Palisade, Santa Fe, and Santa Fe hybrid models. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end September 2nd. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
You know that feeling. You're finally asleep and bam, a leg cramp comes out of nowhere. Look, I played through pain, but waking up with a leg cramp at 3 a.m., that sucks. So I don't mess around anymore. I keep Highland's Leg Cramps PM on my nightstand. No groggy side effects, no harsh meds, just a fast, effective relief that lets me sleep through the night without the Charlie horse surprise. Get the sleep you need with Highland's Leg Cramps PM. Get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Highland's Leg Cramps PM, because you don't need a midnight workout.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
This college football moment is brought to you by Serve Pro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. For instance, TCU walked into the locker room at halftime in the 2016 Alamo Bowl, down 31-0. The Horned Frogs stormed into the second half and erased a 31-point deficit to force overtime, and eventually won it in the third overtime, 47-41.
Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
I've got to be honest. I have no idea how you do it.
I'm not sure how I do it.
I would not. Would not be my scene.
More of Mason and Ireland right now.
This is Toes, Mace.
No, Toes. Zach Brown Band.
Yeah. You've heard this song, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, this is
because I
Toes.
listen to Go Country sometimes.
Yeah, this is that song I was telling you about.
I like it. You turn into a country and western guy when you cross the border.
Yeah, I do. It's like
you get a southern accent too.
It's like a Play-Doh machine. What y'all talking about?
What y'all?
Yeah,
y'all. All right, so Ireland, this is interesting. Did you know, this is a very, very surprising fact that I have discovered.
Okay.
Cavities are contagious.
No.
Yes.
Come on.
They are contagious. So if your spouse, partner has cavities, you can get cavities from kissing them.
I don't buy it.
I don't buy
Who's
this.
saying no? It's 100% a fact.
I do not.
No.
According
Is
to
this a
science, it's true.
No.
According to science.
No.
Science.
I'm gonna fight
No, it
back
is
on this.
seriously. It is absolutely a fact. Cavities are contagious. Bacteria spread from one person to another when they swap spit, such as like sharing a drink or kissing, can cause bacteria to come into your mouth, and then you get a cavity.
I just looked it up. I never knew this.
Yeah.
I thought you were making this up.
That is
No,
disgusting.
100% true.
This
So,
is why you floss, you brush, you use mouthwash.
and this is why you make your spouse floss and brush, too.
That's disgusting.
Yes. And just a weird nugget to pass along. All right, so Ireland, you hate this. I knew it. You sent it to me this morning. I think you probably, your head exploded and smoke came out of your ears and all that kind of
Hate
stuff.
this idea.
Dan Patrick has said that it is inevitable that the Super Bowl will someday be played in London or another foreign city.
Well, first of all, let me start with a disclaimer. The earliest this could happen would be 2029,
Right,
after
right.
the Olympics, because already the next 3 Super Bowls are taken, including one at SoFi.
Yep.
So,
we're not talking. We're talking 3 years down the line.
Yeah. Why? Why would
Money,
you want to?
just money.
Yeah, but okay. Let me give you a couple of scenarios.
Okay. By the way, I hate the idea. Just to be clear.
Good. You should, because let's say you move the Super Bowl to London. Okay.
Yeah.
They pay you some extraordinary amount, and you move it.
Yep.
Because of the time change, they're not going to change the time of the Super Bowl. They want it to start at around 3:30.
Sure.
Our time. You'd be playing it after midnight.
Yeah, that's true. You would be playing it after midnight.
And why? Every time you give a Super Bowl to one of the 32 NFL cities, that city, it's a boondoggle. They make millions.
They make bank.
Why give that away to a foreign country? I don't.
So this is my theory. My theory is, and when I say money, it's not necessarily what they get for playing there. They have milked every single viewer dollar from the United States, right? They own the United States.
Correct.
Top to bottom, 100 shows, 97 of them are NFL games or whatever that is. They want to conquer another continent.
They already have.
That's where they see the opportunity is like make Europe, endorse Europe as a real NFL kind of place. And there are more and more NFL fans now in Europe. It makes sense from that perspective. But I think this is a terrible idea. Rams make the Super Bowl. I got to fly to London? No. I want to fly to Atlanta. I want to fly to, I'll go up to San Francisco, wherever it is. But I'm not going to fly to London for a Super Bowl.
Right. And I hate this idea. And if they do it, it is strictly a money grab. And to move the Super Bowl out of – the Super Bowl is already – like, if the Rams make the Super Bowl, you figure out a way to get there.
Yes.
But already the Super Bowl is kind of stale with the crowd because a lot of the regular fans don't get the seats.
Yeah, it's very.
And so now you want to make that 100%?
Yeah,
come on.
This is a stupid idea. I hope Dan is wrong about this.
Me too.
Because I think it would be a travesty for the Super Bowl to be played somewhere else. But you can see this worldwide footprint that everybody is trying to develop, whether it's Dodgers in Japan, Dodgers in South Korea, it's Lakers in China, it's Lakers wherever you guys get sent. I mean, everybody wants a worldwide footprint right now. And so there are teams that are being put in bad positions because they are trying to build their brand overseas. And I think look no further than the Dodgers, who had that weird – actually, you know what's interesting about the Dodgers, John? They had back-to-back – opening series overseas in Asia.
And I hate that too, as you know.
So last year they started spring training first, then they went to Korea, then they came back and played the season, Then they went to the World Series, so they played deeper than anybody. Then they get a short off season. Then they go back to spring training first before anybody. Then they go to Japan. Then they come back, have more spring training, and play the season again. I think at some point, having them do it 2 years in a row, I mean, I think there is an element of this team is somewhat gassed. And I think some of the injuries we've seen are related to the fact that they have played so much and for such a long period of time without any break.
Completely agree with you. And I don't understand why they'll probably do it again. They'll say, why we have Yamamoto and Sasaki and Ohtani, so we want to do something for our fans in Japan. They have satellite TV in Japan. They can come here. We don't need to send our team there to the other side of the world. And then, as you point out, roll into a grind where they've got to play 162 games. It doesn't make any sense.
And to do it 2 years in a row is just ridiculous.
Yeah, they should immediately bail on this. It's. I wish they would stop doing it, but I'm probably in the minority because they want the money.
2026, we don't know who the opponents are going to be, but there is a series that's going to be played in London and a series that is going to be played in Mexico City. So
and by the way, you can do those. I love Mexico City. I'd love to go down there. We were talking earlier that maybe I don't want to put an NBA team there, but if the Dodgers played an exhibition series in Mexico City, like part of spring training, I would consider going to that.
Right.
But we don't need to put regular season games outside of the United States. So we already have Toronto.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
That's as far as I'm willing to go. I do not want to see teams, not only my favorite team, the Dodgers, go all to the other side of the world. I think it's bad for any team that does it.
Right. By the way, I'm angling. The Rams are playing in London this year. I went to London with the Rams a couple of years ago. It is so much fun. So I'm trying to get over there for that game. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Leave Matthew Stafford here.
What?
Here's why. Jimmy G is probably going to play 2 to 4 games at quarterback this year anyway. Do you agree with that?
Why do you believe that? No, I'm not going to accept that.
When's the last time Matthew Stafford played every game?
Last year.
No. He didn't play every game.
Yeah, he sat out the last year. Otherwise, he played 16 games.
Yeah, but he didn't play at all in the last game.
It was a throwaway game. Nobody played in the last game.
Right. But
he played in every game that counted last year.
Right. And the year before is the year he missed a bunch, right?
You know what? He is not as injury prone as people think.
Well, no, it was just 2 years ago when I'm trying to, it's either 2 or 3 years ago where they lost Stafford early in the season.
Right.
And he missed a bunch of games.
That was 2022. Okay. So he played 15 games in 2023, 16 games last year, 9 games is what he played in the terrible season, 17 games before that, 16 games before that. So he's played at least 15 games in 4 of the last 5 years.
Well, it'll of course depend on what their record is and how the season's going. But if they're in first place in the division and they're way out ahead, I don't want to put Stafford on a flight with a bad back for 12 hours.
Oh, I absolutely. There's no way he doesn't.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just telling you what I would do. I don't think they're going to do it.
No, because we got to win that game.
But who do they play in London?
I don't recall who the London game is.
Yeah, that'll factor into it too.
Yeah, it absolutely will. But the idea that Matthew Stafford misses a ton of games is really kind of a misnomer.
No,
he actually, for the last 5 years, has played at least 15 games. Last year, missed only the last game, which was the one that was the throwaway after they'd clinched. By the way, the game is against Jacksonville.
Yeah, I can't tell what they are. They got a new coach, former Rams assistant Liam Cohen.
I think they're going to be surprisingly good.
Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Trevor Lawrence is going to have a big year. I think that Rams offense that is getting installed down there, it will be explosive. I like the running back situation. There's a lot to like about Jacksonville. There he is.
There's Liam Cohen.
Duval.
Hey, can I drop something in here, or are we up against it?
Why don't you do it next?
Okay.
Tease it.
I'm going to read a quote, okay?
Yep.
Of a famous football person who said this about Shador Sanders.
Okay.
Shador Sanders isn't just a player, he's an empire. If I were an NFL coach, I'd build the entire team around him.
Wow.
People may not like the spotlight and the flashiness that comes with him, but I've seen enough to know this is a guy who will lead a team to greatness. He doesn't just play the game, he changes it. End quote. When we come back, I'm going to tell you why this quote might be a bad thing for Shador, and it's because of the person who said it.
Okay, that's coming up next. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN. Hey, this year marks the 90th anniversary of Social Security, a cornerstone of financial security in America. For 9 decades, it has kept hundreds of millions of Americans out of poverty and given families across the country peace of mind and dignity in retirement. It's a promise that continues to support workers, retirees, and their loved ones through its most complicated stages of life. That's why AARP will never stop fighting to protect the Social Security payments you earned through a lifetime of hard work. So they're there for you and for generations to come. Learn more at aarp.org/CA. Again, that's aarp.org/CA, paid for by AARP California. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Make sure to be listening to the show today to win tickets to Sunday's LAFC match versus San Diego, plus a VIP pre-match stadium tour. When you hear the cue to call, not right now, when you hear the cue to call, be calling number 7 to win. All thanks to Call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB, 844-24-JACOB, or visit calljacob.com.
What's going on? Happy Thursday. It's Morales. And guess what? A little history this afternoon at 3 p.m. The final Sedano and Cap afternoon show. And we're going to be live at Hollywood Park Casino for the ultimate fantasy football draft party today, 3 p.m. HPC Park Party and Play. Cappy's going to be there. Beto Duran, producer Lindsay Baseball, Funchy Lover, Michael Funches, and me, Chris Morales. Maybe even a Greg Bergman appearance as we throw down the ultimate fantasy football draft party and say goodbye to afternoon drive because tomorrow we got a best of the final Sedano and Cap afternoon show.
We may have to figure out who's going to be in these studios or not come September 2nd.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my.
Wow. Happens today at 3 at Hollywood Park Casino. Come on out, press the flesh with us, and have a party, party.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha-ha!
We'll see you at 3 p.m. today on ESPN LA.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Beat the heat this summer with NextGen, the official AC plumbing and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. If your AC breaks down, don't hesitate. Call NextGen now and enjoy expert installation on any new system. For a limited time, combat SoCal's air quality and reduce dust in your home with a free no-ozone air purifier included with any new AC system install. Call 833-3NEXTGEN or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com to book online. CSLB number 1011173, lifetime warranty on selected items.
You think you know football? Then prove it in the Circa Million Pro Football Challenge, kicking off from the greatest sports destination in the world, Circa Las Vegas. A guaranteed $6 million is up for grabs with a cool mill going to the winner. Come in last and you got $100,000 coming your way. It's $1,000 per entry, max 5 entries per person. Don't forget about Circa Survivor also, with $15 million in guaranteed prizes. Enter Nevada, play from anywhere. Learn more at circasports.com.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
For over 20 years, Purple Wave Auction has been the trusted leader in online auctions, offering the easiest way to buy and sell equipment. From bulldozers to backhoes and combines to cranes, we host multiple weekly auctions in construction, ag, and fleet equipment. With our no reserve format and sell where it sits approach, you can bid on local equipment without waiting for far-off auction dates. Get registered for free and start bidding today at purplewave.com.
Hey, what's up, LA? It's producer Laura.
And your boy, producer D.
All right, think about your favorite place in LA. The place where the talk is real, the laughs come easy, and everybody's welcome.
Now imagine that energy hitting your afternoons. That's exactly what you're getting with the brand new DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Weekdays from 3 to 6, starting September 2nd. From the Lakers
to the Rams, from Dodger Stadium to East LA. If it matters to LA, we're talking about it.
Sports, stories, and community, all wrapped up in the kind of conversation that feels like you're hanging out with your friends. Fresh, fun, and straight up from the heart of the city.
It's a show built for LA, about LA, and made with LA. Don't miss the launch of the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Weekdays 3 to 6, starting September 2nd on ESPN LA.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, weekdays noon to 3. You're home for real Dodgers talk and super hot takes.
All right, so ready for super hot take? Super hot take.
Super hot take for promo.
Okay. Ready? Ireland?
Yeah, more of the fellas. Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
There's Shabuzi. Hey,
Yeah.
you know what people aren't really doing anymore, John? It bothers me. Very few parties anymore, at least in my neighborhood.
Yeah,
how
no,
many
mine too.
parties do you go to?
We have a lot of, like up here in Idaho, we have a lot of people over, but the parties never get to more than 15 people.
Right.
They're more small gatherings. Like parties like you throw are few and far between.
Yeah, the big ones. Yeah, see, I want to be invited. Like I went to Kevin Reese's party a few weeks back, his IPA party.
Yeah.
Terrific. But if you have a party, I would love to go. I like a good party. I like the next guy, right? I would love to hang out at somebody's party.
Yeah, parties are ever since COVID, parties
Yeah,
are
it's
fewer.
kind of
If I
not
do
a
a
thing.
party, would you guys really go?
Amen. Absolutely. I'm there, Laura. When's it start?
If I do it, it starts at like 8 p.m.
And where's
Laura,
it at?
as always, I will send a gift and not appear.
I want to party with
If it
Laura.
were any other day, Laura, I would go.
I'm debating if I do, because I've done an ugly sweater party for the past few years.
I wouldn't even have to shop for that. I have a few of those just laying around.
Yeah, and you have to have one, and I'm debating if I want to do it this year. So it goes back to your whole thing that people don't do parties no more.
Yeah. By the way, I'm doing another party. I don't know if it's going to be New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. What do you think, Ireland? New Year's Eve, New Year's Day?
Well, New Year's Eve is a tall order because everybody makes plans. On
Everybody's got plans. That's why I'm thinking it's cool,
New Year's
mellow.
Day would be like sit around watch football.
Football on. Like New Year's Day. That's actually me and Juan's 20th anniversary, so we're going to throw a little get-together for that.
You know what's weird is January 2nd, the day after that, is Lisa and I's anniversary.
I know. We have so much of what we've done in life has
I
sort
know.
of
Our dads
coincided.
died like a month apart from each other. It was like
it's
super
so weird.
All
All right, so
let me-
somebody
let me
said a
get to
bunch of
this
nice
quote.
stuff
Yeah.
about Shador Sanders.
All right, so I'll read the quote again in case you didn't hear it on the other side. Here's the quote from a famous football person. Quote, Shador Sanders isn't just a player, he's an empire. If I were an NFL coach, I'd build an entire team around him. People may not like the spotlight and flashiness that comes with him, but I've seen enough to know this is the guy who will lead a team to greatness. He doesn't just play the game, he changes it. End quote. Now, that's obviously a very nice compliment.
But that's like super hyperbole.
The
He's
person
hyperbolizing his
Right.
ass off.
The person who said it, and
Deion
this is why I
Sanders?
think it's bad for Shador. No, you would think, right?
Yeah.
Urban Meyer.
Oh, God.
And Urban Meyer embarrassed himself so much when he coached the Jags.
Remember he had to Google Aaron
that-
Donald?
Right. I have to think that being complimented by Urban Meyer is a bad thing, isn't it?
I mean, I think so. His run in the NFL was absolutely awful.
Disastrous.
Yeah. And I don't know how you look at a guy and say he's an empire. I mean, I wouldn't look at any player, any rookie as an empire. I mean, he's going to grab
Especially
eyeballs.
a fifth-round pick.
He's got eyeballs, right? People are going to watch all that stuff. He's a fascinating character to follow, but he's not an empire. If he hits, yes, but I don't. Do you think he's going to hit?
I think he's going to have an NFL. The two people I think are going to have careers that other people think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Are Shador and Bronny. I think they're both going to have 10-year careers. I just don't think they're necessarily going to be stars. But I think they are good enough to do this for a living, to have careers, and people are so against them. And because of their...
You're talking about people against him, meaning...
Like people, like DeMarco.
Bronny or Shador?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, I think people, for whatever reason, it's Schadenfreude. People want him to fail.
So what do you think is the percentage of people that love Shador versus rooting against Shador?
Pretty close to 50-50.
You think? I think it's a little bit more rooting for him.
I am. I'm in the rooting for him camp.
When I put up the Get Up in the morning, there's always a full, the B block is about Shador. So, I mean, I think people love him. He definitely moves the needle. He's exciting to watch. Of course, the Deion connection is there. I personally think his upside is backup quarterback for a while in the league.
Yeah, I agree, and I think he'll get some up. But could he be Steve DeBerg? Could he be Jimmy G? Basically, Jimmy G has been in the league probably 12 years, I'm guessing. I'd have to look it up. But he's only a starter for half of those. Remember, the first 5-6 years, he was Tom Brady's backup in New England.
Yeah.
And the last year, he was Matthew Stafford's backup in L.A., which he'll be again this year. I can see Shador having that kind of career.
I mean, if he did, it would be that's a huge leap. I mean, this is a guy who once threw for 4,000 yards and 27 touchdowns in Jimmy G.
Right.
I don't think Shador is ever going to have a year like that.
Shador was a much better college player than Jimmy G was.
Much better. But, again, I don't think that – I think we saw, by the way, in that Rams game, the problem with Shador. It's like everybody said when he was drafted, hangs on to the ball too long, hangs on to the ball too long, hangs on to the ball too long. What did he do in the Rams game, the preseason game? Hung on to the ball too long, and he was terrible. I mean, he's got to figure that out. I mean, I think right now he's probably going to get a start or two this year. I would imagine I think he's going to get a chance.
Two guys would have to get hurt, Flacco, or they'd have to be so bad, and this is possible because they're not predicted to have a good season, that they bench Flacco and then just do a tag team thing with Dylan Gabriel and Shador.
Or Dylan Gabriel flames out and they say, "Wait a minute, let's see what Shador's got."
Right.
That's the kind of thing. So I think Shador will get a couple of starts near the end of the year.
Hope so.
And everybody will be watching. All right, coming up next for you, going to do some fast track. We got Lauren with stuff, we got Brian with stuff, and we'll do it all next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
USC football gets ready to kick off the 2025 season. USC football is on the air on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Lincoln Riley and the Trojans get ready to host the Missouri State Bears.
Saturday at the Coliseum. Coverage kicks off at 2:30 p.m. with a USC tailgate show. Saturday's game is presented by Afila, a new EV brand from Sony Honda Mobility. The future of mobility is here. Come on out and cheer on your Trojans. Fight on.
I work hard on my 10 all year. What I do every day at Oasis Pool. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
We've got Labor Day specials at Good Times Cafe, Mosen, Fiesta Taco, and Pink Coffee all weekend.
Number 2.
Cedric the Entertainer, live September 19th.
And the number 1 reason.
Just because it's Labor Day doesn't mean your summer vacay is over. Our rates in September are as low as $109.
Morongo, Good Times.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
Mace here. These days it feels like there's advice for everything. Cold plunges, gratitude journals, and screen detoxes. But how do you know what actually works for you? Using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can help you break through the noise. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
Ignite your afternoons at Waba Grill's $5 happy hour with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium one beverage drink, like our tangy passion fruit lemonade. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. Only at Waba Grill.
What's going on? Happy Thursday. It's Morales. And guess what? A little history this afternoon at 3 p.m. The final Sedano and Cap afternoon show. And we're going to be live at Hollywood Park Casino for the ultimate fantasy football draft party today, 3 p.m. HBC Park Party and Play. Cappy's going to be there. Beto Duran, producer Lindsay Baseball, Funchy Lover, Michael Funches, and me, Chris Morales. Maybe even a Greg Bergman appearance as we throw down the ultimate fantasy football draft party and say goodbye to Afternoon Drive because tomorrow we got a best of the final Sedano and Cap afternoon show.
We may have to figure out who's going to be in these studios or not come September 2nd.
Oh, wow. Oh, my. Wow. Happens today at 3 at Hollywood Park Casino. Come on out, press the flesh with us, and have a party, party.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha-ha!
We'll see you at 3 p.m. today on ESPN LA.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
All right, we got a caller who says, I need to buy a car and I need to save money. Well, my friend, I've got one answer for you. The Cerritos Auto Square. It's America's largest auto mall. 24 dealerships, all the top brands, all in one easy location, right here in SoCal. And here's the secret. These dealers sell more cars than anyone because they have low prices. And they can actually afford low prices because they sell so many cars. Check it out at CerritosAutosquare.com.
Cerritos Auto Square.
Tuesday, September 2nd at 9 a.m. The Rich Eisen Show is coming to 710 ESPN, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
All right, it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track. The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutosquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350 cube, 3 1/4 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plane manifold, open race cams.
Fast Track on Mason in Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Fast Track time. Lars got stuff. Brian's got stuff. Who kicks it off?
Don't all jump at once.
Yeah, no.
All right, I'll kick it off here for you
Okay,
today.
there you go. Thank you.
So let me tell you this. So on this day, 1964, the Beatles appeared on the cover of Life magazine. And this is kind of interesting because I was just in the store the other day and actually looking at some magazines and just had the thought, are these still a thing? Like, are being on the cover of Sports Illustrated, Time magazine, Life, Vogue, is that still like a thing for people to kind of achieve? And then if you had one magazine cover, what would your dream cover, like what magazine would you want to be on?
It's a great question. I read today, guys, that the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, which has been around for over 100 years, is stopping their print edition at the end of this year.
Wow.
They're not going to print newspapers anymore. They're going to be digital only. And my guess is, Mace, within 10 years, that'll be the case with most major newspapers.
Whoa.
And magazines are kind of heading the same direction. I guess.
Brian, do you have the breaking news sounder? This just broke. Cowboys. This is Adam Schefter. Yeah, making sure I got the real Adam Schefter. Yes, I do.
It is.
Trading three-time All-Pro linebacker Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers. Parsons and the Packers have already reached agreement on a 4-year, $188 million contract. He had the deal in hand, and ultimately the trade was completed. So Micah Parsons is going to the Packers.
This is a tremendous stain on Jerry Jones's legacy.
What a mistake.
I mean, a 26-year-old sack machine.
Yep.
And you trade him because your feelings were hurt over his agent?
What a disaster for Dallas. He is the most ham-handed GM there is. I would say of all sports, he might be the most ham-handed GM in all the sports. I mean, he's been doing this now for we're a quarter of the way into the century. The Dallas Cowboys never got a sniff of the Super Bowl since the 1900s. I mean, the thing that is holding them back is Jerry Jones believing he's a general manager.
And Mace, think about if you are a sports fan in Dallas.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
In February, they traded a 25-year-old Luka Doncic to the Lakers, and now they trade a 26-year-old Micah Parsons to Green Bay. This stuns me. I didn't think that it seemed like Micah and Jerry were not long to be together, but man, this remember how mad I was when the Raiders traded Khalil Mack? That's how Cowboy fans. So there are going to be people that jump off the Cowboy bandwagon now. That's how bad this is. This is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's not the turn I expected. I expected a last-minute signing, and he was going to wind up, playing limited snaps next Thursday against the Eagles. But, man, it is over. He's a Green Bay Packer, and, boy, what that does for Green Bay, huh?
Well, it runs them right to the top of that division.
Yep.
And
Green Bay is going to – that defense just got super solid.
Last year they finished third. Now I think they're the favorite. Last year it was Detroit, Minnesota, Green Bay.
Yep.
Now I think it's Green Bay, Detroit, Minnesota.
Yeah, I think
and your Bears, DFL.
My Bears are right in it. Right in the middle of it, John.
Now, do we know the terms of the deal yet?
We do
know
not
what they're
know
getting
that. We
back?
don't know what was traded at this point. We just know record agreement $120 million, agreement of 4-year at $188. Yeah, we don't know what Dallas got in return.
Unless it's another Herschel Walker type haul.
Yeah.
I can't believe Jerry did it.
Oh, God.
I can't believe he did it.
Yeah. If I was a Cowboy fan, I'd be furious right now.
This would be the equivalent of the Dodgers trading Shohei or the Rams trading prime Aaron Donald. It doesn't make any sense.
And, Jerry Jones does this every year where he takes somebody down to the wire. He did it with Dak. He did it with C.D. Lamb. Why take things down to the wire? Get your business taken care of before training camp.
The deal makes Parsons the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history.
Yep.
They're trading things
You got the
starting to
terms?
trickle in. Well, the Packers are trading at least 2 first-rounders to the Cowboys.
Okay.
So maybe it is a Herschel Walker kind of thing.
2 first-rounders is a big deal.
Yeah, but let's that was Jordan Rodriguez, and I trust Jordan. She retweeted someone named Matt Schneiderman, who is the Green Bay Packers beat writer for The Athletic.
Okay.
So Matt says, at least 2 first-rounders.
Wow. So maybe it's a haul that you're tanking this season. I mean, I if you get a whole bunch of draft picks, good for you. But you're tanking this season. And I think
this
if
is
you're the
absolutely
Cowboys,
stunning.
If you're the Cowboys, how do you just tank a season like that? Wow. He's the heart of your defense. All that stuff about Jerry, he says, we do this because I just like to have attention for my team. It's like, Jerry, sign your guys. This is an impact player who was the heart of your defense, and you're basically sailing on the season now. Great, you got a number 1 next year, number 1 the year after that. What does that say about now?
Here's a statement from Micah Parsons. He wrote a letter to Cowboys Nation. It's too long for me to read the whole thing, but here's part of it.
Yeah.
This is a sad day, but not a bitter one. I'll never forget the joy of draft night, the adrenaline running out of the tunnel, or the brotherhood I shared with my teammates, coaches, and staff who prepared me for every single game. Those memories are forever. North Texas will continue to be my home in the offseason. Thank you, Cowboys Nation, for every cheer, every moment, and every ounce of love. Wearing the star has been the honor of my life. With gratitude and love, number 11. Jerry is going to get booed in Dallas. What were the odds of that before this year? Oh, I can't believe he did this.
What a screw up. What a screw up. It's going to haunt them. Well, we'll see how many draft picks they get. Maybe it helps them down the road. But forget them this year. I'll take the Eagles next Thursday. All right, let's go ahead and pick up Fast Track where we were.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Brian.
No,
sorry,
that's
Laura.
big breaking news.
Yeah.
Did you guys finish, Brian? Sorry, I was not sure.
No, Brian. What did you ask?
Just is it as big of a deal nowadays to be on a cover of
Right.
magazine? You're kind of talking about print.
No,
going
it's
out.
the answer to that. I haven't held a magazine, an actual print magazine, Mace, and I think about how much I fly. Normally, that's where you would buy magazines.
Sure, at the
in an airport. I haven't held a magazine in my hand in 2 years.
Neither have I. Although I guess the cover thing is still significant to some people, even though I'm never going to hold a hard copy of it. You see it in the grocery store.
Right.
In line, you'll see who's on the cover of this magazine, who's on the cover of that magazine. But no, I don't think it's a big deal. If I could be on the cover of one magazine, I'll never forget this. I was doing a Q&A with Brian Cranston out at our theaters in Palm Desert. And on that day, he was on the cover of Rolling Stone. And I thought that is the coolest thing in the world to be on the cover of Rolling Stone.
Yeah, remember, was it Dr. Hook who had a song on the cover of the
Rolling Stone? On the cover of the Rolling Stone, exactly.
Yeah. For me, it'd be GQ because you get to keep the clothes.
GQ is a good one.
Oh, that's a great one. Fast Track. All right, guys, we know shrinkflation is a thing, and a man from Ireland went viral after using a measuring tape to measure his pizza. When he saw it, it was delivered, he felt it was a little small, and he goes, I don't think this is 7 inches. So he decides to take out a measuring tape, and one side of the pizza was 5.5 inches, the other side was 6. So he feels he got, screwed on the deal because it's not what he paid for. I know that sometimes when I go to a restaurant or even, Starbucks, when I go to Starbucks, it's more ice than drink. Do you guys, and then the internet went crazy saying that he was petty because it was a $5 lunch special, that he needs to get over it. Where do you guys lie on this? Like when you guys feel like you guys are like, damn, I paid and you didn't give me what I paid for.
Well, like Jacob says, you can make a lawsuit out of anything.
Yeah, true.
I would not make a lawsuit over 1 inch of pizza.
1 inch.
Size matters,
But
man.
Mace, I bet they settle with this guy. I bet they give him free pizza for life or give him a cash payout. I mean, he's going to get something for it.
They did not.
They didn't?
I would give him another pizza.
You know what?
That is it.
You know what Domino's tweeted back at him or responded with? Oh,
What?
try your outlet again.
What does that mean?
Like, just go back. Try it again.
Oh, yeah, just go back and
Just
say,
go
give me the
back.
full-size pizza.
No, like literally just go back and pay for it again. Like you'll
Oh,
get,
I see.
They gave no bleep. Because at the end of the day, people are going to go to the establishment. Like I feel like, and I'm guilty of this, right? When you have bad service, sometimes like, especially for an airline, because I feel like that's the quickest way to get help. You tweet at them like, hey, this was my whatever. I haven't done it in a while. So I feel like
I've only
people
done it
go,
once.
It works. I mean, sometimes it works.
It did work when I did it, but it's kind of,
You can't do it all the time.
you look like a real a-hole.
Yeah. So my thing is, when people go to social media, you're expecting to get, okay, you get another pizza for free, whatever. We're gonna make it good, or you're expecting that provider to do something, and then they were like, nah, man, just go buy another one.
Yeah, I hate this guy. This guy is wasting everybody's time.
Here's also a risky thing. Do you guys ever think about this? If you make a big stink about food,
and
demand another pizza, what makes you think they're not going to mess with your second pizza? Yeah, I wouldn't have said anything.
I don't think I would have said a thing.
Yeah,
You take the 2-inch loss.
I'm not.
You take
going
the
to
2-inch loss. Exactly, Laura.
I'm not going to the Supreme Court over 2 inches of pizza.
Fast track.
I was driving in today and saw a movie poster that's coming out in September that caught my eye, and I had to do a little digging because I was like, what is this? So have you guys seen any previews or posters for the movie Him that's coming out September 19th?
Yes, it is a football. It's like Jordan Peele in a football movie, right?
So, yeah, a lot of people kind of got confused. It's not going to be Jordan Peele's not directing it. It's like his studio's producing it, and he does have a hand in it as a producer. But it's kind of, the whole tagline is, what would you sacrifice to be the greatest ever? And the trailer is pretty insane. So the whole thing about a horror kind of football movie, because the whole thing is kind of a horror aspect to what would you sacrifice, kind of gets a little dark. Would you?
Right.
Do you kind of?
Yeah, it's kind of like Get Out meets Friday Night Lights.
Right. Are you, any interest in this? Does it sound kind of like a interesting movie?
Yeah, it does. I'm in. I think most of Jordan Peele's movies are good, but Kobe just had his birthday on the 23rd,
right?
And then it was Mamba Day on 8/24.
Yep.
Everybody looks at Kobe as a folk hero because he, overcame so much and became, one of the greatest ever, just what seemed like on sheer will. But Mace, there's a price for greatness. There, nobody who's ever been the greatest at anything. Michael Jordan, got divorced. Kobe had Colorado. I mean, life is not linear. You're going to have bumps in the road. And so I'll watch that movie for sure. I think it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I'm all in on it. In fact, we were talking to Emily, who as of next week will be our producer, and Emily's trying to get Jordan Peele on the show, which would be super cool.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
But I watched the trailer yesterday. It looks really weird, disturbing, and if you watch the trailer, you'll say, "Yeah, I'm in. I'm in." All right, there you have it. There is your fast track.
I'm still kind of in shock that Micah Parsons is on the Packers.
It is crazy that he is now a Green Bay Packer. Do we have the terms yet of the deal?
We'll keep looking. I don't know if the exact terms have come down, but the only thing that's been reported is that it's at least 2 first-round picks. So that's something. But
that's a big deal. 2 first rounders.
Let's see what they come up with.
Yeah. All right. We'll keep you up to date on that, especially when we know exactly what they are giving up in the deal. In the meantime, let's have a conversation. Shaq is talking about playing with Kobe, and there's somebody from the Lakers organization, a legendary guy who talked about the Kobe-Shaq thing, and I wanted to get your take on it too, John. We'll do that coming up next, and we'll keep you up to date on the Micah Parsons to Green Bay trade, which is a shocker. He gets $188 million, becomes the highest non-quarterback in the history of the NFL, and the Cowboys, sounds like they got 2 first-rounders. We'll see what else they get. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right. We all talk about all the time that defense wins championships, and the same thing is true in business. That's why you got to use Thrive, the leading managed security service provider in the country. The truth is that 1/3 of businesses will unwittingly turn over their company data to thieves this year. They get everything. Your customer files, your bank accounts, everything compromised. You won't know until the $1 million ransom demand hits your email. Preventing data turnover is why your business needs Thrive. They'll start with a comprehensive cyber risk assessment. Thrive security analysts will identify gaps and deliver solutions to keep your network healthy and protective. I've been hacked. You don't want it. Trust me. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Get ready. Get your no-obligation security recommendations and consultation. Your business depends on it. Visit this website, thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Protect your business with Thrive.
It's back. The ESPN LA Fantasy Football Draft Party is happening today at Hollywood Park Casino. Go and hang out with Cap, Beto Duran, and Morales live at 3 p.m. It is the last Sedano and Cap afternoon show, so make sure you go out and hang out with them. The draft begins at 6 p.m. sharp. Come for food, drinks, prizes, and all that draft day excitement presented by Hollywood Park Casino. Park, party, and play.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
Hey guys, it's Sedano and Cap. Cap, we're going to the mornings, man. Are you ready?
You know, I'm trying to get ready. I think I'm gonna be ready, but I gotta get ready. What?
Morales?
Yeah.
He's on the clock right now, Cappy. I'm banning him for September 2nd, Tuesday, September 2nd, 7 a.m. I don't know if he's going to be allowed in the studio.
Well, I like that. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, George, going forward, you handle all business related to Sedano and Cap. I'm just going to stand there and I'm going to watch from the 50-yard line. Smack them down, bro.
Yeah, well, you and me, we got this. 7 a.m. on Tuesday, September 2nd. And then 9 to 10, YouTube only. Sedano and Cap from 7 to 10, 7 to 9 on the radio, 9 to 10 on the ESPN LA app and YouTube. The mornings are back on 710 ESPN, live and local. We're talking LA sports all day, every day. It's Sedano and Cap, weekday mornings beginning on September 2nd at 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN.
Pechanga Resort Casino is giving away $1 million in August. Win your share of the $1 million in prizes by using your Pechanga Club card when you play your favorite slots or table games to earn entries. Then, be at Pechanga Resort Casino every Saturday in August to activate your entries for the weekly drawing. You could be one of the many winners of the $100,000 in cash, and thousands in easy play is also up for grabs. Must be present to win. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for complete details. Must be 21 or older with valid ID to participate.
Hey, it's Mace. This year marks the 90th anniversary of Social Security, a cornerstone of financial security in America. For 9 decades, it has kept hundreds of millions of Americans out of poverty, given families across the country peace of mind and dignity in retirement. That's why AARP will never stop fighting to protect the Social Security payments you earned. Learn more at aarp.org/CA. That's aarp.org/CA. Paid for by AARP California.
Soccer fans, join ESPN LA on Sunday, August 31st at Northgate's Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa for the ultimate soccer watch party. as LAFC takes on San Diego FC. Presented by San Antonio Cardinale Wine. Kickoff is at 7:45, so get there early to grab a spot. Win sports tickets, enjoy amazing food and drinks, and sip on the perfect game day wine. San Antonio Cardinale. Sunday, August 31st at Mercado Gonzalez. Kickoff at 7:45. Presented by San Antonio Cardinale Wine.
What's going on? Happy Thursday. It's Morales. And guess what? A little history this afternoon at 3 p.m. The final Sedano and Cap afternoon show. And we're going to be live at Hollywood Park Casino for the ultimate fantasy football draft party today, 3 p.m. HBC Park Party and Play. Cappy's going to be there. Beto Duran, producer Lindsay Baseball, Funchy Lover, Michael Funches, and me, Chris Morales. Maybe even a Greg Bergman appearance as we throw down the ultimate fantasy football draft party and say goodbye to afternoon drive because tomorrow we got a best of the final Sedano and Cap afternoon show.
We may have to figure out who's going to be in these studios or not come September 2nd.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Happens today at 3 at Hollywood Park Casino. Come on out, press the flesh with us, and have a party, party.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha-ha!
We'll see you at 3 p.m. today on ESPN LA.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Fast Track. And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, big breaking news of the day is that Micah Parsons has been traded to the Green Bay Packers. We know that Dallas is getting 2 first-round picks back. I've not seen
I've got
else.
it.
Have you? Okay,
yeah.
good.
It's Kenny Clark, the defensive lineman out of UCLA, who was a number 1 pick for them in 2016. I covered Kenny when he was in college. A good player. I think he's made 2 or 3 Pro Bowls, but he's not Micah Parsons. And that's it. They got, so in essence, 3 players. They got Kenny Clark and 2 number 1 picks. I don't think it's enough. And, Mace, write this date down on your calendar.
Okay,
you
I'm
ready?
jotting it down right now. Let me open my iCal, and okay, now I got it. Go ahead.
1 month from today.
Yep.
September 28th.
Yeah.
Sunday Night Football.
Wow.
Packers at Cowboys.
That is awesome. That is a great story.
This league just never stops.
It is show business, man. It is show business. That is, everybody is going to watch that to see exactly. And boy, the happiest guy in the world has got to be Jordan Love right now.
Oh, and by the way, a week from Sunday, Packers Lions.
Ooh.
So I mean, there's a whole bunch of subplots here.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, this will be fascinating to follow. Again, I think it's a disaster for Dallas. Maybe they'll be happy once they spend a first-round pick next year and the year after. By the way, I don't think Green Bay's picks aren't going to be great.
Nope. In the 20s.
Yeah, Green Bay's going to be winning, so it's not like you're going to get a top 10 pick out of this.
Are you, as a Rams fan, disappointed they didn't get him?
No, I didn't think I don't think he fit the salary cap structure thing. They did not have room for $140 million guaranteed, I don't think. And I think, obviously I would have loved the guy, loved having him. and he would have been incredible on the Rams defense. But I don't think it's the priority because what the Rams have built is a team that gets after the quarterback as well as anybody in the league. So I don't think it was necessarily a priority. I think they're saving their 2 number 1 draft picks. They've got 2 in the first round next year to go after a quarterback. So I don't think they wanted to spend those draft picks on Micah Parsons.
You wouldn't have given him up for Micah Parsons?
Both number 1s?
Yeah.
I mean,
even one in 26 and one in 27.
Here's the thing. I'm about today.
Yeah.
So, of course I would. I want everything. I want all the good players. I want Micah Parsons. I want everybody that's out there. I don't care about the picks. F them picks. But I also worry about who's going to be the quarterback post-Matthew Stafford. And I think that's why they acquired that extra number 1 from Atlanta this year. They have 2 number 1s next year. They're going to use them or leverage them into finding the guy who is going to be the franchise quarterback moving forward. So I think in the long term, that's what makes the most sense.
Yeah, I still think Kirk Cousins could end up on the Rams. I don't know why, but, he was with McVay in Washington. He's just sitting there holding a clipboard in Atlanta.
But he makes so much money.
But
it's hard to squeeze that amount of money under the salary cap.
But if the Falcons release him, then the money's not a problem,
correct,
right?
But do you really think the Falcons will release him at this point?
I don't know.
I mean, I think he's Michael Penix's insurance, isn't he?
Yeah, but at the same time, if they want to do right by Cousins, they might just, grant him his release. Because they brought him in to be the franchise quarterback, paid him $100 million, and then benched him.
Yeah. Well, I would argue he's the greatest backup quarterback in the league.
Well, he's better than Jimmy G.
Emergency break glass, you got a guy who's been a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, he's better than Jimmy G.
All right, so this Shaq sound, John, you sent along a Shaq sound about Kobe. And I wanted you to set that up, and then I want to throw you something about Shaq and Kobe. Go ahead.
Okay, so everybody wonders what really happened between Shaq and Kobe. There's a guy writing a book about Shaq that has been interviewing a bunch of us that it's going to come out in a couple of years, and so I've been talking a lot about this lately. And people are under the impression that Shaq and Kobe hated each other. It's not true. I was there. What their beef was over work ethic. Mm-hmm. Kobe had a sick, almost unparalleled work ethic, and Shaq didn't. So it was oil and water. But the other day, Shaq was on one of those panel shows, and somebody said, when you look back on your relationship with Kobe now, what do you think? And I think this proves my point. He's very complimentary of Kobe to the point where it bothers Shaq if you're having conversations about greatest players ever and you don't mention Kobe. Listen to this.
It wasn't a problem. Just like, hey, you get it to me first. Yep. You're like, no, I'm going to do what I do. So, but we never disrespect each other. And then we figured out, let me go first 3 quarters, and then fourth quarter is all yours. I don't even want the ball fourth quarter in case I'm missing free throws. So once we figured out our formula, it was in. I just get frustrated when people talk about the GOATs of the game and his name is not mentioned. Like, I don't care who you pick, whether it's Michael, LeBron, or Kobe, but just mention all the names. Yeah. That's all. Just mention all the names. So it's just like they just surpassed him up and went from Mike to LeBron, and they left him out. So I would like to hear all the recipients and then let the people pick.
So it reminded me, Mace, when I was covering the Lakers, and at the height of their three-peat, of the Shaq-Kobe three-peat, they went up 3-0 in San Antonio. They were just destroying the Spurs. The Spurs had no answer for them. And I'm walking out, and Shaq says, hey, I want you to interview me. And I said, you want me to interview you? I talk to you every day. What are you talking about? He goes, no, let's do it. And I was standing there with my cameraman. I go, okay. I go, Shaq, Game 4 tomorrow. What do you think? And he goes, I think Kobe Bryant's the best player in the NBA. And I went, better than you? He goes, yep. He's elevated himself to better than me, better than Tim Duncan. He's number 1 right now, and he's carrying us. And I knew what he was doing. He was trying to save it because he knew that him and Kobe were heading for a divorce, and this was an olive branch. And he knew that I knew Kobe, and he knew I would tell him, and I did. Mm-hmm. And it didn't make any difference. Kobe had just, he's pretty bullheaded, and he had decided it's either me or Shaq, but I can't work with a guy who doesn't have a work ethic. But the narrative that they hated each other is not true. They went to the finals 4 times in 5 years. That's a successful partnership by any standard. But the work ethic thing is what tripped them up.
Okay, I want to dig into that a little bit more, John. There's a quote from somebody you and I both know, somebody who is a longtime member of the Lakers organization, on this exact subject, and we'll do that coming up next. In the meantime, let me tell you about BetterHelp. This is an ad for BetterHelp. These days, it feels like there's advice for all kinds of stuff. You can do a cold plunge, you can do cryo, you can do a gratitude journal, you can do screen detoxes, just get rid of your screens for a day, all that stuff. And maybe that works for you. Maybe that is a benefit for your mental health. But there is so much, there's information overload. Everybody's online all the time. People at work you're having trouble with, or home, or depression, anxiety, all that stuff. Therapy. One word for you. Therapy. I have benefited from therapy. I've been in therapy for 25 years, and my God, I don't know where I would be without it. And now it's available to you too from BetterHelp. They've got over 30,000 therapists. They're the world's largest online therapy platform. They've served over 5 million people globally. And as the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. So unwind from work, dig in, and work on your mental health with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month of therapy at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout. BetterHelp.com/timeout. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And be caller 7 right now for your chance to win tickets to Sunday's LAFC match versus San Diego, plus a VIP pre-match stadium tour. Once again, be caller 7 right now, 877-710-3776. That's 877-710-3776. All thanks to Call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB, or visit calljacob.com.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. My show, The Rich Eisen Show, is coming to ESPN LA Tuesday, September 2nd at 9 a.m. Just in time for kickoff for the football season. 710 ESPN, the new home of The Rich Eisen Show in the Southland.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
You think you know football? Then prove it in the Circa Million Pro Football Challenge, kicking off from the greatest sports destination in the world, Circa Las Vegas. A guaranteed $6 million is up for grabs, with a cool mill going to the winner. Come in last and you got $100,000 coming your way. It's $1,000 per entry, max 5 entries per person. Don't forget about Circa Survivor also, with $15 million in guaranteed prizes. Enter Nevada, play from anywhere. Learn more at circasports.com.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me, like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
What's going on? Happy Thursday. It's Morales. And guess what? A little history this afternoon at 3 p.m. The final Sedano and Cap afternoon show. And we're going to be live at Hollywood Park Casino for the ultimate fantasy football draft party today, 3 p.m. HBC Park Party and Play. Cappy's going to be there. Beto Duran, producer Lindsay Baseball, Funchy Lover, Michael Funches, and me, Chris Morales. Maybe even a Greg Bergman appearance as we throw down the ultimate fantasy football draft party and say goodbye to afternoon drive, because tomorrow we got a best of the final Sedano and Cap afternoon show.
We may have to figure out who's going to be in these studios or not come September 2nd.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Happens today at 3 at Hollywood Park Casino. Come on out, press the flesh with us, and have a party, party.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha-ha!
We'll see you at 3 p.m. today on ESPN LA.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Mason and Ireland on LA's mega sports station.
Oh my, am I really on Mason and Ireland show?
Yes.
This is a great moment. Hey.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
There, that's Jack Black from High Fidelity.
Happy birthday, Jack Black.
Jack Black is, how old is he? I'd guess 51.
I think 55.
55. He's 56. Ireland always wins these things. For whatever reason, you always win the guessing games. By the way, if you're just tuning in, Micah Parsons, Dallas Cowboys have traded him to the Green Bay Packers for 2 number 1 picks. And I just find this to be shocking. I thought for sure he was going to be in the lineup next Thursday, especially the way Schottenheimer was talking about it. Schottenheimer was like, yeah, he's coming back. I'm not worried. He's going to be there next Thursday. Gone. And I don't know how Jerry Jones has effed this up.
Ego. When you watch the Cowboys documentary on Netflix, one thing about Jerry is he is a gambler. He's not afraid to take chances. He's not afraid to go with his gut. But I don't know what his gut is telling him here. This is a 26-year-old, 3-time All-Pro. Can you imagine living in Dallas? The safest jerseys to buy at the start of this year were a Luka Doncic jersey, Mavericks jersey, or a Micah Parsons Cowboys jersey, and now they've both been traded.
Yeah,
so
crazy.
Weird.
When was the last time they were in the Super Bowl?
90s.
The 90s.
Yeah.
That's how his... So
90
he does not have a...
Barry Switzer, 96, I think.
Yeah, he should not go with his gut anymore. He should do something else. Don't keep doing the same thing over and over again.
Your gut. Yeah.
Exactly. So, John, I found this interesting. So we were just talking about Kobe and Shaq, and this is an old school conversation that we've had lots of times over the years, but I found an interesting take on it, and it is from Gary Vitti. So Gary Vitti appeared on Byron Scott's podcast.
I saw Byron Monday at the golf tournament.
And he was talking about the era where Kobe and Shaq had all sort of unraveled, obviously, and Shaq ended up out of the lineup, out of the Lakers. So here is what Gary Vitti said on this podcast, and I want to get your reaction to it.
Okay.
He says, he's talking about that era, a team is like a family. And you may get mad at somebody in your family. You might get angry with your mom or dad or your brother or sister, but you don't stop loving them. And that's the difference. In that era, we stopped loving each other. And when that happened, people started choosing sides. It's easy to blame Kobe. This really bothers me because we should have won 10 championships. It's easy to blame Kobe, and it's easy to blame Shaq. What about the rest of us, including me? There are players, there are management, there's ownership, there are coaches. People chose sides. Now, was that your experience?
100%. He's 1,000% right. It was the most awkward period ever. I tried really hard back then to stay Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I needed both guys to do my job. But it became I'm proud of Gary for being that candid because that's exactly what happened. Even in the training room where Gary worked, like if Gary taped Kobe's ankles, Shaq would get mad and not talk to him for a couple of days, or vice versa. And then there became this huge division, and then it got untenable, and the Lakers had to make a move. Had they been able, I always thought Jerry West, had he still been running the Lakers at that point, he had moved on to Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
But if he was still running the Lakers at that point, I often wondered, could he have gotten those two in a room and made them understand what they... Michael said he wanted to try, and they wouldn't listen to Michael.
It feels really... to me, it felt unfixable.
I think that's the right word. And you're just dealing with a couple of really stubborn personalities. But the thing that I'll always say, and I think Gary would agree with me, it was work related. It wasn't personal. There's this thing out there that oh, they hated each other, they couldn't be in the same room, blah, blah, blah. No. They went to the finals 4 times in 5 years. But what did him in at the end was that Kobe believed the line you always stole from Marty Schottenheimer.
Yes.
You're either getting better or getting worse.
Yes.
And Kobe said, if Shaq's not going to work, he's not going to get better. He's going to get worse. So I'm going to keep working. Is he going to keep working? And Phil would say to Kobe, Kobe, Shaq doesn't have your work ethic, but you don't have his size.
Yeah.
No one can stop him. He's an immovable force. So we're going to keep doing what we've been doing to get to the finals and run the team through Shaq. And Kobe said, well, if you do that, I'm leaving.
And
then
Shaq
that
left
made
to win a championship. I think the Lakers would have absolutely won that next championship, too.
Yeah, maybe more than one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but no, Gary's right. That's exactly what happened. Everybody was like, you're either a Shaq guy or a Kobe guy.
Fascinating era of Lakers basketball. I'm going to get Gary on the Culture Pop podcast. I would love to talk to Gary about it. Yeah. He's such a great storyteller, too. All right, there you have it. Coming up next for you is Game of Games. Now, very interesting today. Parker Bell, who's part of the Guys in the Back crowd.
Kids in the Back.
Is doing the game. Laura, what is the score right now?
So I am no longer winning.
Oh.
Ireland.
But you will be if you win today.
That is true. So Ireland, you have 6. I have 5. Brian has 3. Kids in the Back have 3. DeAndre has 3. Mason, you have 1. And Trudell has 1.
Okay, so this is a battle really between Ireland and Laura for the month. We have today and tomorrow.
If I win, it's over.
Yeah.
If Laura wins, she takes the lead.
Yes, and it's my game tomorrow.
If any of the people that have 3 win, they're knocking on the door because they'll have 5.
Yep.
So, lots to play for here.
By the way, I worked on tomorrow's game, Laura. It is called Spanish Phrases.
I love it.
Spanish Phrases.
I love it.
So you're telling me I better win today, and I bet you Parker served up a Laura-friendly game today,
He
too.
did not.
Bring it on. Let's go.
Bring it on. It's been brought in. All right, we'll do Game of Games coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Soccer fans, join ESPN LA on Sunday, August 31st at Northgate's Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa for the ultimate watch party as LAFC takes on San Diego FC. Presented by San Antonio Cardinal Wine. Kickoffs at 7:45, so arrive early for food, drinks, prizes, and the perfect game day wine. Don't miss it, Sunday, August 31st at Mercado Gonzalez. Hey, what's up, LA? It's producer Laura.
And your boy, producer D.
LA, get ready to chop it up with us in the afternoons. The new DeMarco and Travis afternoon show is here.
Weekdays from 3 to 6, starting September 2nd.
It's sports, it's life, it's LA.
All with that barbershop talk feel. And these dudes think they know ball? Well, I'm here to bring the real ball knowledge.
Okay, D. Like I said, real conversations, real laughs, and a community vibe that feels like home. Don't miss the debut of the DeMarco and Travis afternoon show.
Starting September 2nd, only on ESPN LA.
Come celebrate Roger Dunn Golf Shop's 60th anniversary this Labor Day weekend. Enjoy 25% off all Green Tag closeout apparel, 20% off Skechers and Puma golf shoes, and get a 50% bonus trade-in towards any new club. Don't miss out on these deals and more at Roger Dunn Golf Shop's 60th anniversary Labor Day sale the 28th through September 1st. Trusted by golfers since 1965 and home to the legendary 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Roger Dunn Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf. Get there.
Hey guys, it's Sedano, and we got to talk about the new ESPN app, the most live sports, the best championship moments, and so much more. Monday Night Football, college football, NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, college hoops, volleyball, softball, gymnastics, lacrosse. The list goes on and on. Plus, shows like SportsCenter with SVP, First Take with Stephen A., College Game Day, the entire 30 for 30 library. It's all of ESPN, all in one place. Sign up now.
Purple Wave Auction remains the trusted leader in online equipment auctions. What makes the difference is you. You are part of our growing global community that continues to trust Purple Wave with the equipment that builds and feeds America. This trust placed in us by our community, from construction to ag producers and fleet drivers, brings great equipment opportunities to their next owners. Join the Purple Wave community today. PurpleWave.com.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
What's going on? Happy Thursday. It's Morales. And guess what? A little history this afternoon at 3 p.m. The final Sedano and Cap afternoon show. And we're going to be live at Hollywood Park Casino for the ultimate fantasy football draft party today, 3 p.m. HPC Park Party and Play. Cappy's going to be there. Beto Duran, producer Lindsay Baseball, Funchy Lover, Michael Funches, and me, Chris Morales. Maybe even a Greg Bergman appearance as we throw down the ultimate fantasy football draft party and say goodbye to afternoon drive because tomorrow we got a best of the final Sedano and Cap afternoon show.
We may have to figure out who's going to be in these studios or not come September 2nd.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Happens today at 3 at Hollywood Park Casino. Come on out, press the flesh with us, and have a party, party.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha-ha!
We'll see you at 3 p.m. today on ESPN LA.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland.
Game of Games.
Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. By the way, this whole thing, I'm on YouTube from home. Ireland is on YouTube in Idaho. Everybody back in the studio is on YouTube. So if you want to ever see Game of Games, you can go to the ESPN LA channel on YouTube.
Watch it play out live. Yeah.
Exactly. Now, it's Parker Bell's game today. Parker represents the kids in the back. And, Parker, what kind of game do we got today?
All right, this is an exciting one because I wanted to make sure it didn't leverage anyone.
Okay.
In honor of, and I don't want to be too wordy, but in honor of the passing of Chadwick Boseman 5 years ago, we want to honor the Black Panther, of course, known for playing a bunch of athletes.
Sure.
So what we are doing today is a game of superhero, athlete, nickname, or villain. And I'm going to ask you.
Wait a minute.
Okay,
choices?
superhero.
Sorry, superhero.
Yep.
Athlete, nickname, or villain.
Nickname.
Three.
Nickname.
Yes.
Or villain. Okay. And these are like from Marvel or?
It's just the open universe.
Okay,
So-
the open universe. Got
So
it.
it's either superhero, villain, or athlete.
Correct.
Yes.
Just keep in mind the
That's
athlete will
easy.
be, it's their nickname.
It's
Like,
their nickname.
I'll phrase it as superhero, villain, or athlete.
Okay, got it.
Go ahead,
okay,
Parker.
I'm not
Number
keeping
one.
score, correct? I'm a rookie,
I
so I'm
got
nervous.
it. I
Okay, thank
I
you.
got the score and I got the order. Just
All right.
ask the question.
All righty, so we are going to start with the password. Order, John, who's first?
Brian.
Superhero.
Got it.
Laura.
I'll go athlete nickname.
Mace.
I will go athlete nickname.
I'm going to go superhero. Parker, what is it?
Athlete. That is the Red Sox rookie, Jostinson Garcia, who just debuted and got his MLB first hit. His nickname's the password because his name is incredibly hard to spell.
Okay.
All right.
Laura
Good.
1, Mace 1.
All right, so now we are looking at question 2. Superhero, villain, or athlete, guys. The Wild Dog.
Oh, yeah. Wild dog.
Laura.
I'll go athlete again.
Mace.
I'm also going to go athlete.
I think it does sound like an athlete. Brian.
Villain.
Parker,
Villain?
what's the answer?
The answer is superhero.
Oh,
Nobody got it.
Appeared in the DC's The Arrow, a.k.a. Rene Ramirez was his name. All right, question 3.
I love Darrow.
Superhero, villain, or athlete. The Great Barrier Thief.
Mace.
Well, I am going to try villain.
I'll go athlete. Brian.
Villain.
Laura.
I'll go villain as well.
The answer is Athlete. That is Dyson Daniels, NBA's most improved player.
Great nickname. And the reason he's called the Great Barrier Thief is he led the league in steals, and he's from Australia.
From Australia, sure.
Three steals a game. That's right, John.
All right, so the score is Laura 1, Mace 1, John 1, Brian 0.
Okay, so for those keeping track at home, I have 10 questions with one tiebreaker.
Okay.
So we are on question 4, excuse me. This is going to be the Eraser. Superhero, villain, or athlete?
Okay, this one's me. Boy, that could be any of the three.
Yep.
I'm going to go villain. Brian.
Athlete.
Laura.
Villain.
Mace.
Athlete.
It is villain. That is a
okay.
Batman villain who erases evidence. Not to be confused, John, with Marvin Webster, the human eraser.
Yeah, I remember him.
That's right.
All right, Ireland 2, everybody else 1. Go ahead, Parker.
Looking good. Question 5, guys. Superhero, villain, or athlete? The Russian rocket.
Brian.
Villain.
Laura.
Superhero.
Mace.
Superhero.
I'm going athlete. Parker.
It is athlete.
Yeah, Ireland knew this one. Damn it.
That's Pavel
he's a hockey player. Yeah, he's married to the girl from Full House, Candace Cameron.
Oh,
you know what?
Yeah.
When
Only
he
John.
feels secure
Only
about
John
his
would know
thing,
that.
I'm
That's
gonna go
right.
with that.
Yeah.
All right. Ireland 3, everyone else 1. Go ahead,
I
Parker.
thought I had 0 still, no?
No, but didn't you get that?
I missed that one.
Are you arguing against it? So you got a chance to win the whole thing.
That's the
Correct.
only
Wait a
reason
minute.
why I
He
said
did.
Brian,
yes.
Hey, Parker, what was the last one before that one?
Before the Russian rocket was the
Yeah.
eraser.
I got that one
I
wrong.
got
Okay.
that one right.
Okay, so wait, Laura, do you have 1 or 2?
I have 2.
Okay, so that's what I screwed up. Laura has so John 3, Laura 2, Mace 1. Brian is still alive to get the shutout with 0.
He's
Go
going
low.
for the full kids in the back.
Okay.
Ram the last to win that way. Okay, so question 6, John.
Okay,
And I believe
I'm
going to
start going
now.
first now.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So we are looking at superhero, villain, or athlete. This is the Alpha.
The Alpha. I'm gonna go superhero. Laura.
I will go villain.
Mace.
I do need to make up ground. I'm going to go villain.
Brian.
I'll take athlete.
It is superhero.
Oh.
John's
Super
right.
Ireland. But Brian is still alive.
But Brian
I'm
Brian
rooting
can
for you,
get
Brian.
me.
Brian,
There we
I'm
go.
rooting for you.
This is question 7.
It's hard to miss
Question
all of them.
7. Correct.
Okay. All right, Parker, go for it.
Okay. So this one here, superhero, villain, or athlete? Bones. John.
Okay. Bones. That's the nickname of Phil Mickelson's caddy, but that's not the guy you're thinking of. There's an. I'm going to go athlete. Laura.
I will go villain.
Mace.
I will go villain.
Okay, Brian.
Find the wrong
Superhero.
answer. Superhero.
It is athlete. Everybody,
Yes!
John Bones Jones.
Now I'm just rooting for Brian.
I'm
to
rooting
miss
for
them all.
Brian.
Brian's keeping it going.
I think but believe it or not, there are 3 left, Parker.
There are 3 left.
All right.
Because what's your
Mace,
I'm out.
you're out.
Yes.
Laura, you have to go opposite of me. And Brian,
Okay.
if you miss these 3, you trump me and win.
Wow.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Parker.
Okay, question 8, everybody. The Enforcers. Superhero, villain, or athlete? The
Okay.
plural throws people off, John.
The Enforcers. I'm going to go superhero. Laura.
I have to go opposite.
You do.
Opposite.
I will go athlete.
Okay. Brian.
Come on, Brian.
I will also go superhero.
Okay.
Parker, what's the answer?
Villain. It is a group of
Yeah!
villains. Brian's still in the running.
Brian's
Okay.
in the running.
Laura,
I'm
did you
out.
get that? No,
No.
you're out. All right, so Brian, is there 2 questions left, Parker?
2 questions
Yeah.
left in a tiebreaker.
Okay. So, Brian, I have 5. You have 0.
Come on.
And you can win, Brian.
I'm so excited for you, Brian.
All right, here we go. Parker, go for it.
Okay, these next 2 get tough. Superhero, villain, or athlete? John, the Icon.
I will go athlete.
Okay, come on, Brian.
I will take villain.
The answer is superhero.
Yes!
Oh, my gosh. All right, Brian.
Question 10.
Okay.
This
go
is
ahead,
it.
Todd.
This is for everything.
Question 10.
Well, no, he still has
Superhero-
to get through the tiebreaker, but go ahead.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I thought we didn't need the tiebreaker.
No, well, if there's a tie, but we're both. I'm
But
gonna.
does that count again?
No,
Does
but if
he
he
have
gets
to do the
it.
tiebreaker if he
No.
misses all of them?
No,
How
he
did we do
doesn't.
it? How did we do it with Graham?
we
There's not a
made
tie.
we made Graham do the tiebreaker.
We did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah,
We did?
Yes.
we did.
Okay, so question 10. Here we go. Superhero, villain, or athlete, the crazy horse.
Okay. Crazy horse.
Yasiel Puig was the wild horse.
Wild horse, yeah.
The crazy horse. I'm gonna go with athlete. Brian.
I'll
Okay.
take superhero.
It was an athlete.
Okay. So
Come on,
Brian,
baby.
Come on,
all you have to
Brad.
do is lose the tiebreaker.
This should be
So
so
I gotta
easy.
lose
Just
the
give a
tiebreaker.
Wait, he has
ridiculous
to
answer.
lose the tiebreaker or
Yes. If
Yeah,
he
he's
wins,
got to
then
lose it.
He's got to
Oh,
lose
gotcha,
it.
gotcha.
Okay. Parker,
All right.
what's the tiebreaker?
So, of course, in honor of Chadwick Boseman and the Black Panther, the tiebreaker will be how much has the movie Black Panther grossed lifetime?
This is so easy for Brian to lose.
This is how I had
Okay.
it formed out beforehand. So
Okay.
great job,
$10.
Brad.
All right. I have an answer. Brian, did you write something down?
Yes.
Okay,
All
so
right.
just to confirm the rules before we do anything, I mean,
he
if
has to lose.
got it, and that's
You got it? Okay.
Ireland goes first.
perfect.
All right. I wrote down 0.
Oh, no.
Oh, I wrote down 0 or lost money.
Okay, what do we do here?
I think the and lost money wins it for
Yeah.
I think it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
I think it puts him over the
Thank
top.
you,
And lost
Brian.
money.
Yes.
And lost money. Congratulations.
That's classic
Thank
that
you.
you added that twist at the end, Brian. And
I
lost
love
money.
that you put in and lost money.
You could just put negative.
Well, I had a feeling John was going to go 0, so I was like, yeah.
Yeah, because you can't go negative 10, negative $10.
I wish I would have thought of that.
Oh, my
if I would
God.
have gone if I would have gone -1, I would have beat you.
Yeah,
So what
you
would
would've.
happen if Brian would have said $5 trillion? Who would win?
Brian
Yeah, Brian takes
Brian
it.
would win because
That's-
he's positive and I'm negative.
Yeah,
Right?
that was another play to either 0 or $1 billion.
But I think his adding the phrase or lost money
Genius.
puts him over the top, don't you think?
Genius performance. I thought that was one of
Because
the
I could have
great
done that and I
performances
didn't do it.
in
So
the history
here-
of Game of Games.
Here are the standings now.
So now, Brian, you could win the whole thing
Yes.
tomorrow.
That's right.
because
Yes,
of
he
that.
can. So now Ireland has 6, Brian and I have 5.
Ooh.
So either it's really between the three of us.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's my game tomorrow. I'm looking at it right now. It's, it doesn't
You can
really
keep-
favor
you
anybody.
can keep the Spanish phrases. I'm okay with that.
Okay, good. Yeah, we'll do Spanish phrases.
All right, Parker, good game.
Thank
Well
you.
Good
done.
game,
Thank you.
Parker. Nice work.
I was nervous. I appreciate you guys. That was
No, you
good.
did well, man. You did great. All right. So we're at the end of
By the way,
this part of the
both
show.
times that somebody has taken the collar to win,
Yep.
Graham and Brian,
The
were
Brian.
both times that I won. Like that I would have won had we not instituted
Losing
rules.
the
So-
hard way, man.
So, no, the new rule's good. It's kind of working.
Yeah, no, it's cool. All right, coming up next for you, going to do some super crosstalk. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, Sedano and Cap here, and we're going to the mornings. Cappy, are you ready?
I am not ready, but I will be ready on September 2nd.
Man, stay ready. You don't have to get ready. And Chris, you're not invited until you get us what we need, okay? And if you're in the audience, you know what I'm talking about, okay? And I'm sure you're not crying that Morales won't be on, that I may ban him right from the gate, okay? Right out of the gate, ban. Bam, that, Morales. All right? So Sedano and Cap, Tuesday, September 2nd, 7 a.m., Jack.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
Mace here. These days it feels like there's advice for everything. Cold plunges, gratitude journals, and screen detoxes. But how do you know what actually works for you? Using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can help you break through the noise. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
You know I love the outdoors and adventures. Hey, it's Travis calling all adventurers. Page, Arizona is your ultimate outdoor playground. Snap that iconic shot at Horseshoe Bend. Then hike the stunning 11-mile rim trail. Explore one of 13 breathtaking slot canyons, including world-famous Antelope Canyon. Craving water fun? Cruise Lake Powell by kayak, jet ski, or houseboat, or float the Colorado River to Lee's Ferry. Make Page your base camp for day trips to Grand Canyon, Zion, and the Wave. Start planning your trip today at visitpageaz.com.
Hey, football fans, ever wonder what goes on behind the scenes at your favorite NFL studios, where the biggest stories, highlights, and game day coverage are created? Now's your chance to find out with the NFL Experience, part of the SoFi Stadium Tour. Go inside the NFL's West Coast headquarters and get a rare look at the heart of football media. Plus, get exclusive access to SoFi Stadium and explore premium spaces. Walk through the team locker rooms, check out the press areas, and even head down to the field where the pros play. Available on select days. Book your tour now at SoFiStadium.com.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. You see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that. Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. At the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Palisade, Santa Fe, and Santa Fe hybrid models. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end September 2nd. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
What's going on? Happy Thursday. It's Morales. And guess what? A little history this afternoon at 3 p.m. The final Sedano and Cap afternoon show. And we're going to be live at Hollywood Park Casino for the ultimate fantasy football draft party today, 3 p.m. HBC Park Party and Play. Cappy's going to be there. Beto Duran, producer Winzy Baseball, Funchy Lover, Michael Funches, and me, Chris Morales. Maybe even a Greg Bergman appearance as we throw down the ultimate fantasy football draft party and say goodbye to afternoon drive because tomorrow we got a best of the final Sedano and Cap afternoon show.
We may have to figure out who's going to be in these studios or not come September 2nd.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Happens today at 3 at Hollywood Park Casino. Come on out, press the flesh with us, and have a party, party.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha ha!
We'll see you at 3 p.m. today on ESPN LA.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason in Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins.
Super Crosstalk, presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Yeah,
the
right
final
in the middle
time
of
we'll
Hollywood
do
Park
this.
Casino, huh?
The
Cappy's
final time
here.
we'll do this, Cappy.
Yep, that's right.
Morales
It's
is
an exciting
there.
day, but a sad day, kind of.
Yeah, so tell me about the move. How you feel about the move, Cappy?
I'm really excited about it. Can't wait for Tuesday.
Yep.
Once we announced that we were moving, I started to actually find myself hating the 3 to 6 time, just because I'm waiting all day. You know what I mean? Like I'm ready to go. I'm up early anyway, so let's rock and roll.
By the way, look at this YouTube. Look at the YouTube chat. Look how long these two guys have their. Look how long their mics are.
Oh
yeah,
Johnny I's got the long mic.
Wait,
and
my
then
mic is pretty long.
And then Mace got one of those like old school
like boom mics, like a shotgun mic.
I was thinking more like a game show Wink Martindale.
No, it's
Gene Rayburn.
Gene Rayburn, right? Like a long, skinny one with that tip on the end, Mace.
Yeah, match game. God, what a
nice.
show!
It's nice when you got
the long, skinny one.
Yeah,
and then you got the tip.
The tip on the
right
end.
on the end. Yeah,
exactly.
So,
right.
Morales, you're in charge of this. How did we wind up doing "We're bigger than U.S. Steel" so many times?
Well, that bit. You mean the bit?
The bit.
That bit started with Sedano and I when Good Karma Brands bought the station.
Oh, we're bigger than U.S. Steel.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
We kind of knew the plan would be eventually the network and then eventually what's happening now.
Oh, got
this
it.
was all
so
kind
now
of planned,
we are
yeah.
bigger than U.S. Steel. I get it. By the
Essentially,
way,
yeah.
I thought all along that was a Godfather quote. It's actually a Goodfellas quote, right?
No, it's a Godfather quote.
No, it's from Godfather 2.
It is?
When Hyman Roth is talking to Michael in Cuba after the cake.
After the cake, yep. There
Yeah.
you go.
Hey,
So
Johnny
what are you guys doing out there at Hollywood
I'm a
Park?
Jew living on a pension.
Wow, this is a
trying to
lot of delay.
spend-
Three Comrexes just battling.
Right. All right, hold on. Time out.
Okay,
quick
time
timeout.
out.
All right,
One
timeout.
at a
I'm
time.
calling a quick timeout. All right, here, Johnny I. First of all, I'd like to say to you, are you in Idaho right now?
Yeah, that's why he's got that long mic.
No, the reason I ask is because I feel like I'm seeing a different angle of the compound. It looks really nice.
You are. I changed rooms. There is some construction going on the other side of the house. So I came to this side of the house so you guys wouldn't hear the construction.
Okay.
But when,
All right,
when we built it, we put Ethernet ports in every room just in case this situation came up.
All right, that's good.
You got Ethernet port money. You know
Oh,
what
I
I mean?
understand. Listen, you got to have the
You
right
don't have that
Ethernet
many ports in your
No,
house.
I do not. No, I do not. Mace, now if I could just have a second. So Monday, Tuesday, you weren't in. You'd come off the vacation, and there was talk that you were sick, and that if you didn't make it to work on Wednesday, yesterday, you might as well just mail it in for the rest of the week. I was out yesterday, so fill me in. What's going on, man? You okay?
Well, I mean, I had the Rona. I tested positive for a while there. It wasn't really that bad, but I don't want to spread it around. So, yeah, I was pretty sick on Monday and Tuesday. In fact, you guys called me on Tuesday. I sounded like hell.
You're calling it the Rona?
Yeah, what's the Rona?
Rather than the vid?
Corona virus. The Rona.
Nobody just calls it COVID?
Right.
I don't know. We nicknamed it now.
Okay.
You nicknamed it coronavirus?
I nicknamed it Rona.
Really? Are you
The
guys
Rona.
into social distancing? I mean, you're making up
No,
phrases now?
I'm done with all that. I'm done with that.
You are.
Done
Okay. And
with
so
all
they
that.
they brought you back into work even though you're dealing with the after effect of the Rona.
Well, I'm not in work. I'm actually at my house.
No, I got it, but I'm just saying, like, even still, like, you know, this is probably setting you back.
No. Here's the thing, Cappy. It's the first week of football season. USC plays on Saturday. I'm not going to miss that game. I'm going to be there for the big Missouri State game, so I wanted to get back. I'll be back in the studio tomorrow.
Oh, really?
I'm like back. I'm back, 100%.
Oh, I don't know, man. You don't sound 100% to me.
Yeah, I don't know if you. Yeah,
Come on.
You don't sound it.
Let's ride.
Now,
come on.
I will tell you guys that.
Did you guys hear from Ramona that I told her to her face on the air that she's a fake friend?
Yeah,
Why
she
is she a
did.
fake friend?
That she was pretending that like her and Clinton Yates are buddy, and I'm like, please, Ramona, you're a fake friend. Then she got legitimately mad that I said
It's
that.
It's a little mean.
It's a little accurate though, right?
No, I don't know. I think haven't they been on Around the Horn like 100 times?
Yeah, but they've never been
together?
out socially. They've never been out socially. They just gossip in the text messages.
Well, to me, that if you're gossiping back and forth, that does mean you're sort of friendly, right?
Well, I think you have to be out socially. Like, we've all been out socially together
Yes.
and separate, right?
Yeah.
So it's a real friendship. It's not just fake, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Ramona is a true friend of mine, so I can say that. I don't
okay,
know what
so
her
that-
relationship with Clinton Yates is, but
Gotcha.
and I'm not a fake friend.
Now, Tuesday, gentlemen, I want you to know that there was a little bit of controversy around the show on
Right.
Tuesday because when we got on the air, it was Live Imaging Tuesday, and we had an expectation that Beto Duran was going to be co-hosting
right.
that day. But Beto was out, John, with you, out at the Lakers golf tournament.
Right.
He didn't show up for work.
So
He didn't show up for
so
work.
then Beto,
you're right.
Right. Beto didn't show up, but Beto's claim was that he didn't look at the schedule, which I
my
understand because
God.
I never look at the schedule.
He's been hanging around you too much. He had schedule issues.
So he didn't look at the schedule, and he was out playing golf. And then there was like a whole thing between Lindsay. Should Lindsay have contacted Beto, or should Beto be enough of a responsible professional adult to actually check the to actually check the schedule?
And well, you know Mace isn't going to have Lindsay's back on this one. So
Oh
where
no!
do you guys come down?
I'm always in support of Lindsay. I think she's going to be a
Okay.
great producer with you guys starting on Tuesday. I'm excited for it.
Hey, am I the only one that in the promo you guys run where Milhouse from The Simpsons says wacky forced radio stunt that
That's
thinks
Lindsay,
that sounds like Lindsay?
That
It
is
is
Lindsay.
it is Lindsay.
That is Lindsay.
Oh, I thought it was Milhouse from The
Wacky Force
Simpsons.
radio stunt.
Yeah, okay, so now it makes total sense. That is Lindsay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Lindsay doing that.
Yeah,
right.
okay. Well, then
So
Milhouse
Mace-
sounds like Lindsay, not the other
Yes,
way around.
Cappy.
So Mace and Johnny I. So what happened is Tuesday, John, you were out at the golf tournament,
Right.
and Mace, you were sick, with the Rona.
The Rona.
Rona.
Chris and I were waiting for Beto. Beto is not there. Beto doesn't realize that he's supposed to be there because he didn't check the calendar. And you know who came in, guys? You know, it was the first time he ever spent real time with us in studio, and I would call him a real friend. I don't know if I'd put it in the Clinton Ramona kind of category.
Right.
I'd have to say this is becoming a real tight-knit friendship in
Okay.
real life.
Who would be?
Our boy Deacon Fry spent 2 hours in the studio with
Is
us.
that right?
On
How
Tuesday.
cool is that?
It was really cool. It was great. We talked a lot of rock and roll, a lot of Eagles history, a lot of sports.
I mean, we stretched every drop we could out of him. Frankly, he should have been there about 25 minutes, but we had nothing else, so we kept going.
Well, we're getting them loose. You know what I mean?
Ireland, you've not been to see the Eagles yet at Sphere.
I have not. I've only seen you two.
You've got time. They start playing. Aren't they back at Sphere, Cappy?
Yeah, like really soon. Their residence starts really soon. And
it's kind of like every Friday and Saturday for a while.
Unfortunately, I'm going to be in Vegas for Lakers Mavs next month.
Mm-hmm.
And or actually it'd be in October, early October, but the Eagles aren't
best time.
They're not playing on our off night.
Yeah, only Friday
really?
and Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was telling him I'm thinking about Halloween night, October 31st, Friday. See the Eagles at the Sphere. Stick around so that I can see the Raiders and the Jaguars on Sunday.
What a great idea!
I've not seen the Raiders in their new home yet, so I'm
I've
kind
not
of thinking
been in
about
that building either.
Yeah, so
I do want to go back and see the Eagles again. I had such a great time. It's such an amazing show. I was just blown away by the whole thing.
I actually liked having Deacon stick around, and you know what? I kind of liked having him get loose and like take time. Because let me tell you guys something. We asked him, we're like, "Hey man, can you bring your guitar in?" He goes, "Guys, I will like not be able to play guitar on the radio. I'm that nervous about playing in front of you guys and about playing to this audience." And we're like, "Well, what about on the what about on the stage at the Sphere?" He's like, "Don't you see how my eyes are closed?" He goes, "I don't even want to look out and see people."
Right. By the way, when we talked to him, he said, because I was curious about this. At one point in that show, he's standing and there's like 100-foot tall image of him behind him. And I wondered, do you turn around and look at yourself at some point? He said, I would be so dizzy I would fall over. He is gigantic on that. And the thing I love about that show more than anything is at the very beginning, the opening frame, there's this great montage of Los Angeles with sort of every great landmark, from Griffith Park to the Hollywood sign and on. And it looks so cool, but it's all of Los Angeles. I just thought unbelievably cool.
Yep, it's a great show. I can't wait to go back. He actually said they're updating it, that it's not like they're just going back to do the exact same show. They're going back, and they've got a whole bunch of little twists and turns and things that are going to happen. So,
and I'll tell you what, Vince Gill is the real deal, too. He was terrific.
Listen, Deacon couldn't talk enough about how awesome Vince Gill is, because Chris and I were starting to worry, like, well, what's going to happen when this whole thing falls apart, bro? We're going to need to, get you some new Eagles. And he's like, yeah, we haven't gotten that far yet. We don't really know. They didn't really have a succession plan.
You don't think they have a 5-year plan like I do?
No, not like you do. Oh, no, they don't have the same 5-year plan that you do.
Okay.
Now, have you shared? I'm curious, Chris.
Well, now, I'll tell you who just got on that 5-year plan.
Tell me.
Sua.
Oh, Sua
After
Cravens?
yesterday?
After his
Sua
performance
was
yesterday?
incredible yesterday.
Yeah, I've heard good things. Heard
it was
good
really
reviews.
good.
Now,
I'm working
Chris,
with him twice next week. I'm doing Tuesday and Friday with Sua.
You can ask him about the Schwans. He likes Schwans talk.
Does he really?
Yeah, we did a lot of Schwans talk yesterday.
I'm not
he
the
knows
big
all
Schwans talker.
Well, listen, he'll do it with you. He's not afraid.
Yeah.
Have you shared Christopher Arthur Morales with Johnny I and Mace? Have you shared with these guys what the new game plan is going forward? Part of the 5-year plan.
They're part of it as long as they want to be.
Okay.
What is the 5-year plan, though?
Well, we got to prepare for if you guys say you're going to walk away.
No, I'm not walking away. I've said a long time ago I'm not retiring.
Yeah, but without Johnny I don't know if we want to necessarily.
Yeah, I will not be on the show in 5 years.
No, John will be done. John, do you think you'll be done
who's going to do the
before
show with you
5
then,
years?
Mace? We can't do a Mason show again. We're not doing
Sua?
that.
Oh, yeah,
How about Sua?
bring
Maybe
it back.
it's Sua.
Mason.
Yeah, what about Sua?
Maybe.
Ireland,
never
you're
know.
not walking away.
Well, I'm not walking away during this contract. We just re-upped our contract, so you got me for 2 years for sure.
And are you leaving after 2 years?
I don't know. But
so it's possible that you will?
Well, of course.
I'm hearing this for the first time.
Oh, yeah. 2 years from now, I think I'll be ready to go.
Oh, my God.
So you got to think Travis is probably going to retire in 5 years, right?
No, he's not.
I hope so. And,
God.
I mean, we're just going to figure it out.
Now,
Sedano's definitely not going to be doing every day with us 5 years.
No, he'll be
way.
the voice of
He's
something.
not doing every day with us now.
Easy.
Now, are you guys – I'm going to ask you guys this question because today is our last day in afternoon drive because Sedano's been off all week, and I actually have tomorrow off. I'm going to take a 4-day weekend before we start on Tuesday.
Good for you.
Are you guys going to miss Super Crosstalk?
Yeah, they'll still do it. They'll still do it.
We're just going to do it with Travis and DeMarco now.
Well, no, but I'm talking about the preliminary Super Crosstalk.
I am going to miss being able to do crosstalk with Shadano and Cap.
Yeah, but and thank you. We're going to miss it too. But you have the 12 o'clock Super Crosstalk with Travis and DeMarco, and then you've got the 3 p.m. with Sedano and Cap. So you
Yeah,
guys
the 12
get
o'clock
sandwich.
is going away.
Right. So the 12 o'clock no longer happens.
Well, we got something planned for around 11:50 a.m.
What is that going to be?
Well, I haven't told them yet.
Wait, you?
Yeah, no time like now.
Wait, you mean Tuesday is when it starts, and you haven't told
Not
them yet?
necessarily, but
it doesn't start Tuesday.
I haven't really had a chance to talk to them about.
Are we
it.
going to do crosstalk with Rich Eisen?
No,
Oh.
but maybe like a little YouTube warm up. Although when Rich gets back from Brazil, he's going to come in the station, and he said I want to do Mason and Ireland show for a couple
we'd
segments.
love to have him. I'm a huge Rich Eisen fan. I'm excited
yeah.
for him coming to the station.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. Hey, tomorrow I'll be back in the studio. I feel a whole bunch
I don't
better.
know. You don't sound
good.
Yeah, why don't you just take?
I think
Friday
you
seriously?
sound
Stay
way
at home.
better.
I think I sound way better. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, hey, Mace. Beto is saying to tell you to bring his Comrex
Yeah,
to
I'm
the
going
station
to.
tomorrow.
And
I will bring his
disinfect it, he
Comrex
said.
tomorrow.
You want him to disinfect it? Wait, Beto
No,
says
we
he
don't even
delivered it
use-
to your house.
Right, he delivered it, but I'm using my own mic.
He is
So it
using his
doesn't
own
need to be
long
disinfected.
mic.
He says bring the Comrex.
I'll
so
carry
he
a
wants to
long
see
mic.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'll bring the Comrex.
Two guys with long mics, Mason
Thank
and
you.
Ireland.
Thank you. Nicest
long,
thing somebody
skinny
said all
mics
day about us.
with that tip on the end.
Not skinny. All right, coming up next for you is Shadano and Cap. Morales is there. Beto's there. A little fantasy football going on.